Hey builders, Babel here. We are back with some more Terra Invicta. We had some, I'm gonna say big shakeups on a last stream and started to make some headway. We got some merging of nations done over here. We got, what were we in, like a three-way, four-way war at one point where we've got Russia, which was servants, and then we couped them, and then it was resistance, and now it's this, whatever this is. And we finally had enough of India, as you can see. We went in there and we started smashing it apart. So it's now several different countries that we've managed to weaken them with. We've left a little bit of India here. We would like to conquer this little spot if we can before we get out of the war. Not that I think they will let us get out of the war. We own a lot of these areas, so we put them to try to fight off some of this alien growth. As you can see, or maybe not, it is everywhere. The servants did absolutely nothing to combat this, so it has gotten to be absolutely ridiculous over here. We had a kaiju show up at one point, which is a sign that it's getting really bad. We had an alien just literally drop pod in on us when we were trying to get Myanmar back for the, I don't know what time, 4th, 5th, 6th time, something like that. We are trying to grab that over here. I always have to double check the name. Mandalay, right here. So we could federate and then confederate these guys in. If we could hold them for, I don't know, 5 seconds, that would sure be nice. Looks like I've got people set. Looks like, oh right, we were planning on merging in Korea into our China. We also had a discussion about Japan and Japanese claims that they can make, so working on that, working on this. Another one, Malaysia down here. The problem with Malaysia is, as with everything, it's where the people I don't mind are actually at. These idiots are just stuck in this quagmire here that is just frankly not helpful to me. Not helpful in the slightest. Hey Slice, good to see you. Slice says, like and subscribe, slackers. Well, people are slacking today. It's pretty quiet tonight. Give me a hello if anyone's here already. Maybe I'm just quick. We also are, basically the aliens are really pissed at us. I'm expecting a retaliation mission to be launched against us. If it's at Earth, we have a chance to be able to intercept it. If it's anywhere else, we don't have any ships that can do that. We also laid down the beginnings of our settler class corvette. This is going to run over to Mercury and make some claims for us, deploy some bases for us. And our fleet is, how do I want to put this? Our fleet exists. I think that's a fair way to put it. Where are you, my fleet? Where are you, my fleet? All right, let me zoom out a little further. Okay, seriously, where are you guys? The celestial axes, go to it. There they are. Okay, so we have 2 PD ships and 2 missile, what are you guys technically? Corvettes? I believe corvettes, whatever they are. Those are the extent of our Navy at the moment. More coming, but obviously just, it takes time. Hey, Gray, how's it going? Okay, also, I'm gonna double check right now. Yeah, look, everyone was making fun of me saying I was bullying you. Gray Fate Mine. I totally did name something after you. I did not forget. Hey, Eric, I love it when the live stream goes live and then YouTube doesn't have the live stream go live. Oh, that's lovely. I wonder if we're having problems. YouTube's had several issues over the last few days. There was a whole bunch of like studio backend problems. Like on the first, it says that I basically had absolutely nothing happen on my channel, which is not true. But literally the graph is like graph, just like straight down and then straight up for that day. So I'm like missing an entire day of data. And then the other day I had a video that was processing literally overnight. I finally just deleted it and re-uploaded it and it was done in like an hour. So I don't know. You named that after you forgot to name something after Gray. Well, how long will I carry the burden of my sins? You got into a fight a bit ago and got annihilated. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. We are retrofitting a few of our stations. We have a bunch of new tech that we've been doing. We're working on like a hospital, and we've been moving over to some fission reactors, or no, fission relays, or whatever they're called here, arrays. We are prepping ourselves to jump into Mercury, hopefully in a big way. I was thinking about this, and this is making me nervous. One thing we could do is we have the option to have Marines actually go and like take over bases. We may have some hostile acquisitions in the near future. Luckily, our stockpiles are all right. I'm a little concerned about this one though. I'm a lot concerned about our volatiles. The moons of Mars are looking kind of juicy. Beyond that, we did lose an army. I just messed up. There was just too many things going on all at once, and I missed one that was getting low. I kept telling people to go here, and rather than any type of sane pathing, they were pathing like this way and then getting caught on various things, and I just missed one in the kerfluffle. So we're having to rebuild an army in China, which is not stellar, not stellar. A lot of our other places are doing absolutely amazing. We're very happy. Like, I'm actually like full growing economy in Japan and Korea. I was in Singapore before we pulled it in. Are you also? Yeah, you're also getting ready to get pulled in. We're waiting on the timer for this. I'm pretty sure we're waiting on the timer for this. Maybe not. I wish I could double check that. Policy, Federation. We could federate with China, but I don't think that's what we want to do at the moment. Let me also, while I'm thinking about it, make sure our relations didn't get weird. Yeah, okay, we're all right at the moment. Okay, we have Alf. This is the one that literally drop potted in on me. The aliens are already mad. I think we were planning on taking him out. What are you doing? Well, right. Our odds weren't stellar, so we're gonna do another investigate to try to get to the full +5 bonus. We're doing a bunch of assaults to try to pull some weeds here. To my knowledge, we took out both facilities that we found, and we haven't found any more facilities. These are all life forms. Not looking good, I will definitely say. Just a little bit over here. Okay, resistance in Pakistan, that's something at least. So that's where we're at there. Science-wise, we've just been chugging away, basically. Trying to spread out, trying to make up for lost time the best we can. I'm relatively okay with where we're at. We are, I think, by far the global power in research. Let's take a peek here. We're at 4.9. We've been as high as like 5.3. It just depends on various factors. Let me have a resource tab, please. So compared to everyone else, 1.4, 1.9, 1.3, 330. I had to double check that I wasn't misreading that. 2002 and 2005. So, you know those moments where I am in charge of everything? That is actually kind of believable. I basically have almost the rest of the world combined in science. On the plus side, your alien hate went way down. Yeah, part of it's just the floor of how much mission control you're using. So if you lost a bunch of stuff, that's going to help clear that up a little bit. Broad says, looks like Babel's at max alien attention. Yeah, I'm expecting a retaliation mission. We just didn't have any way to do it. We want to federate and unify everything into Taiwan. Yeah, and then into China. We were looking at federating Korea. Yep, correct. They dropped a facility in every province. Wow. Well, maybe I caught it in time. We were definitely getting rather annoyed with this shenanigans. Okay, and I see that I have you assaulting this. You know what? Can you purge here? I think I would rather continue to have this fight, especially now that we know the Alf's not there. They always seem to do bad. I think their problem is they get too aggressive too early, and they start like early interfaction wars and just never get anywhere. I don't know. Or they don't, maybe they don't take enough boost in the early game. Okay, yeah, we know about that one. Yes. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is our Xeno lab. We were doing a lot of retrofitting here. Apparently adding 2 farms. Well, that was not a correct thing to do. I think one of those was supposed to be power. We have 1 power. Okay, I don't know what the heck happened here. I think I just accidentally added one of those. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We could maybe squeeze another Xeno lab. I don't know about that. We could drop the medical center. Maybe that's what I was supposed to put in there. I don't know what the heck happened here. Okay, well, either way, we need to change that, so we will do that. I guess as long as they kill a hospital, it counts as an atrocity, so that actually is kind of useful to me. Make it so other people are maybe less likely to do that to it. Okay, and as usual, I think the best way to actually get back into things is just to run a turn. So let's do that. I wonder if the anti-alien factions are programmed to do poorly, so the brunt of the alien threat always falls on you. I don't know, I've seen them do well, but you know, this is old information. Okay, we are fighting off a Russian army up here. I'm pretty confident in us fighting in our own territory. In fact, maybe that's another thing we should do, is we should do a quick audit. We had a bunch of people going home to heal. Like 77th. Let's deploy you to here. 81st is fighting. Yeah, you just chill. Okay, let's get that up to full game speed. Okay, this construction of Droog, we'd like you to join the Celestial Axis.
I will help them.
Yeah, this is a whole bunch of those Indian armed forces that I threw into the alien stuff. We've completed the Materials Research Center. We were going through and picking up labs as our current kind of to-do project. So I'm going to continue doing that until I think we've got all of our labs done. Again, if I had a search button here, I could just type in the word lab and that would be super useful. Okay, space station research. That's definitely one of those. We're going to work on upgrading all of our LEO stuff to tier 2s. And then as we do that, we'll retrofit the power sources too. Okay, Alf went to ground apparently. Yeah. All right.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, you continue. New project available. The Pacific Defense League. Okay, we had a whole conversation about this. So this is Japan gets claims on... Okay, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City are both already taken care of. Peter Pavlovsk, I don't recognize. Melania, Suva, Pyongyang, Port Moresby. So this is probably one that we would want. Probably relatively soon, if it's cheap. But knowing my luck, none of this is going to be cheap.
Policy direction complete.
The Xenos are very mad at Babel. The Xenos are very mad at Babel. Okay, so here... we want to federate in Korea to get started on bringing them in. I can just nom that now. I don't need to wait. And maybe we'll make another attempt at ending the war. In Uzbekistan. I feel like this is slowly working our way towards us. Off-Earth mining output increased by 10%. That'd be nice. Hey, Drew, how's it going? Another control point lost.
We've removed some threats.
And then we gained one. This has just been ridiculous over here. Alliance ends. Okay, yeah, that's no surprise. Yeah, very briefly America took this over and then immediately got cooed out. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, Mo, we lost the alien, which makes me incredibly sad. Come over here and do a crackdown. J-Rob, do another purge.
Standing by.
Riley, let's try to defend.
Ready for my mission.
Owen. He's kind of a waste to send against those missions. Let's have him take this out. I don't like this being on my border. Okay, army check. You're getting a little low. Let's have you go home. We've tapped out and let that other guy fight for a bit. And the 73rd, let's also send you in. This place is ridiculously horrible to fight in, I will say. We are up to 5 on our Miltech, so that is something. And... okay, that's just undoing something that we did. That's fine. I would prefer... could you... no, you are trying to fight Xenos. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. Is this stream the one where we win? The battle, maybe, not the war for sure. Okay, we are kind of in a holding pattern. Our next major thing to come up will be when this settler class ship finishes. 45 days on that, so not too long. We are dropping another PD boat right now. Okay.
Offering assistance.
And complete.
Protecting our interests.
Mission to Mercury is almost done. Okay, another PD ship. Yep. We have completed the Space Force basic training. Chance that an officer will spawn or promote from any triggering event increases by 50%. Sounds good to me. Okay, you. Off-Earth mining output increased by 10% and it's like super cheap. Yes, please. Even though we're kind of triple dipping here, but that's fine. They're cheap. Okay, oh, hang on a second. We've lost control of this. I do care about that. Can I grab that or am I too late? I guess I'm kind of too late. I could fight for it. I think I would. I do want to maintain control of at least... well, I guess we have one. But it is going to finish here momentarily. Let's just do that. It won't take me but a second. I'd rather lose a little bit of efficiency and maintain control of the slot.
Crackdown complete.
Okay, crackdown. You could just repeat that, frankly. So many Indian armies fighting growths.
I would love to believe that we will comport ourselves better on other worlds than we do here, but I am not naive. There will, I am afraid, be blood. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar. Classified Project Exodus security briefing.
It is neither cheap nor easy to construct facilities in space or on other worlds. As such, we would be foolish to simply raise any pre-existing structure that we might encounter during a military operation. Building upon all of our former strategies and technologies concerning non-terrestrial infantry, we're now able to stage larger and better trained fighting forces, able to seize as well as destroy sizable enemy assets. This in itself will require new facilities, new equipment, new forms of training, but the net result will be that we will have soldiers as adept in space as we do on land. And I did not actually get that at the end. They spiked it too. Boo is all I can say about that. Space Marines, legally distinct. Thank you for the citation there. Okay, space station research, tier 2 module is done. Okay, again, we're looking for labs. I'm pretty sure I have the energy lab already. Onboard and transform. Okay, counselor. Life Science Research Center, select. Okay, we have the space one. I'm just gonna be super duper annoyed while we do this, but let's go ahead and just do it and get it done. So I know it's not wingspan, so we need to find our space station. Okay, Caddy is our shipyard. Alan does social science. Rolled Amundsen does materials. Okay, what is going on here? We're building heavy fusion arrays. This is a military lab station. Okay. Life science lab we're working on. Information. Okay, we have this one. Okay, so we have 36 extra energy. You are currently using 10. These alarms, all right. Okay, how much are you wanting to use? You want to use 40. So that's going to use up my free energy, essentially. Okay, so then we want the heavy fission reactor array. And, I mean, frankly, if we're going to take things offline, maybe we just take the whole kit and caboodle offline. That would support 3 of these. 3. I'm gonna want 5 of these at least. So we're gonna want to do at least a second heavy, and then we'll just let that play. I guess maybe we should check every station, every type. Okay, we don't have an upgrade here. We don't have an upgrade here. Working on it. We don't have the material lab. We do have the material lab. Hang on. Was I looking the wrong place on that last one too? I was. Okay, so this is the... No, we already did this one. I will say these all look the same, and in my stream muddled brain, it is really hard to focus in on these. Okay, you're good. Yes. You can upgrade. Your materials lab. Okay, we have some energy. It's going to be the same tail everywhere, though. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to build the heavy fission reactors on at least 2 of these. And frankly, maybe all 3. And then you guys... 1, 2... 3, 4. And we'll do that, and then we'll see what our energy situation is. We still haven't pushed them off of Jupiter. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Okay, in process, the space science lab. Okay, we already know build module, heavy. Okay, and this is the space one. 1. I guess I don't even really need to count this. We just need to do this entire wing. And then we'll consider what else we want to do. Okay, now we're on the moon. We're doing 3 solars here at the moment, but we could change this over. So a solar here at tier 2 gives me 40. If we're looking at the heavy fission reactor, 85. No, it's you. So you would do 128. That's just so much more. So much more. And a skunk works needs 30. So I could do basically 4 skunk works for each of these. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna turn off what's currently running. We'll do this and we'll transform them in a different way. So we'll drop 2 of those on each one of our lunar bases. Hopefully my poor Fizziles will be able to handle this. Okay, I'm less interested in upgrading you at the moment. Let's hang off till we're done with the current round of stuff. Ditto, 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 ditto. Okay, we turned out not to need this guy. We gave it a supply depot and a solar collector. Ibn is gonna be... We're gonna try to sell this next time we talk to Resistance or Humanity first. Okay, Wing Station is the Xeno one. We already worked on that. Okay, I think we're done for the time being. We'll be back in there a lot tonight. That's one of the big to-dos, I think. Hey, Andrew, how's it going, man? Hello, just tune in while I get some work done. Can't stay long, you need to sleep. Got a big match tomorrow. Did you make it to your post-season stuff? I don't think I talked to you since before your last match. Union with the quadruple dollar. You conquer Mercury yet? No. Our ship it's being built currently. We are probably sub 40 days until it launches. And then we made it very fast, so it won't take me very long to get there. If we look at our techs, we're not even done with Mission to Mercury yet. Okay, I think I know the answer to this, but let me say this out loud. Do we have to have Mission to Mercury to fly our science ship there? I believe the answer is actually no, because we're just flying there. This is more about probes and whatnot. Is that correct? Or is there actually a limit to not having this? Yes, you need it. So I couldn't even just fly a ship there if I wanted to? I would need the tech to actually do it. I want to make sure I understand that correctly. I get people asking me questions, so I try not to spout things I don't know about. Shoot, and I had somebody ask me a question. And I said I would bring it up on stream. When I take my break, if I get a second, I'll try to go look at the comments. Okay, this is an Indian place. Low Mars orbit. That's not good. Apparently we still had a probe out there. Oh, okay. That must be really far out there. The Yetch is the map to get there. That Yetch. What's a Yetch?
Our associates are now in charge.
Tech, gotcha. Okay, maybe can we? I can has Myanmar, please. Never have I struggled so much for such a place as this. Mo, Crackdown,
Applying pressure on
J-Rob, Purge. I'm even gonna like overinvest here, frankly.
Where to?
I'm gonna continue to try to defend interests, even though it's kind of a waste to do this over and over. But I want every point defended for that maybe chance that we can actually boot people out. And who are you people? Okay, you are probably human. And like my entire team's here. A Project Exodus, you're not really the problem. Okay, there is this person. You know what? I know this isn't really your thing, Owen, but
Tracking target.
go see who that is. Also, you have XP. Let's see. I kind of want to continue to get his security nice and high. I have a feeling at some point somebody's gonna start taking swings, and he's kind of my bruiser, so I don't want him dying. Like, ever. We could give him a battle computer. I don't really need that. I don't really need the management AI. Useless. We could take some of these, but like $5 in the grand scheme of things isn't really much. Let's take espionage. It makes him harder to see. Okay, J-Rob. Now J-Rob probably needs, I don't know, poor guy is just spread so thin. Probably command, because I only have one character elsewise who could do command. So he's kind of my second. broad. Maxed on admin because he has a bad trait. Maxed on science. Still below 10 security. Can I up that with anything here? Investigation. Okay. Yes. Let's do some investment here. 2 science. Sure, even though it's kind of wasted. Battle computer. Yes. Okay. I'm going to continue working on his security. I want to get that to at least 10. He's the one I'm actually most worried about because he just sits still. And that just screams, come and get me. Financier. Funds enterprises to develop an array of innovative businesses. We lose $5, but we get +5 to the economy priority of all of our points. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I would like +5 to the massive amounts that we are pumping in. Okay. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. Blaster is above 10 security. We do have a little bit of cash. Okay, let's do some more investing here. She's probably going to retire like as soon as I do this, but whatever. Grandma's still with it, you know. Young at heart. For her, I mean, she is really locked in on that persuasion. Let's maybe just do science because that'll at least have some vague use. Tangential. I can have Burma. We're trying, man. We're trying to get all these places in there. Yeah, we're working on it. Okay, that is everybody. Where is my tech? Soon, TM, soon. Well, we at least timed that ship really well. I'll give myself vague credit for that. And chat the other half of the credit for getting me to do it. 29 days on the ship. Also, hold on, I didn't check my armies. I gotta be a little more careful. I don't want a second oops. Okay, you're healing. Everyone else is okay. Where are we at on the build? Almost to the halfway point. I think I'm actually gonna speed that along. I feel like I need to be at my max armies. China is my beat stick nation. Qatar, Bahrain has had a regime change to academy. Okay.
Making things safe
Good
for our
change.
people.
Good change. All right, who are you and how much do I hate you?
Surveillance complete.
Okay, was another Project Exodus. Okay, I'm a little less worried about that.
We've moved the needle. We've neutralized
Okay,
their
Crackdown.
evil.
Okay, I've got a nuclear barrage. I probably should build a couple, but maybe we don't do it well. We do get a bonus for spreading out our funding just like we do for research. Maybe it's worth our time. What is that in real terms? 3.2. That's not that long, and I would like a few nukes. So yeah, I guess we're gonna let that go. It sucks that we lost our strategic barrages when we did our shenanigans. I guess that's one downside to doing this. I feel like somebody should get the nukes. I feel like they shouldn't just disappear. Okay, they're gonna take the lead here. No. Try to fight for the ones that we can fight for. Okay, Iran under protectorate has agreed to end the United Kingdom-Iran war. Saudi Arabia under Academy has declared war on the United Arab Emirates. Man, this is historically accurate hotbed of hostilities. Oligarchs. Okay. That's fine.
We are in control now.
Okay. Can I hold it for more than one single turn? Okay, advanced prospecting surveys. We have 10% more mining output. I'm feeling that one. Okay, hang on. What else am I researching? We have one lab, we have one alien, we have no social. Okay, social probably. We have so many social things to do. Greater Pan-Asia is another 40k. Okay, Pacific Defense League. That is a much more reasonable one. We could up our, you know what? Let's up our command points, our control points. We're gonna need that if we're gonna do some other shenanigans. And it's dirt cheap. We'll just blitz that one real quick. All right, I'm in charge of everything as is proper. Victor fleet completes transfer. Alien fleet arrive at Tingyong Station. Oh. Who owns the Tingyong these days? Is that still in... What's the easiest way to see that? I guess through here. Stations. It's Exodus. I think Exodus is about to have a really, really bad time. Okay. I have a feeling Tingyong may not be in here for the long term. Our Ferrocite liability theory project will help us. It sure would, man, but we got all kinds of things we need to do.
Standing
Okay,
by for
Riley,
orders.
defend those
Securing
interests.
our control.
Okay, look at that. We're in charge. We need to stay in charge for 118 days before we can really do anything. Okay, Blaster, I want you to continue. Let's get this nice and
I will
high.
tell our story.
Makes it harder for people to mess with. Mo.
I'm here.
Yeah, Mo,
At your service.
go do whatever alien activity that is. Owen,
At your service.
there's not multiples, right? Right. Okay, let's continue to clean some of this gunk out.
Gear up.
Ready for orders.
And
Taking it to them.
yeah, we're currently in charge of India, waiting for 40 days before we could maybe end the war. I'm not sure if we can do it via India or if it needs to be done via Russia. And I think that's it. Where's my ship? 13 days.
Never be afraid to burn, for it is only within that fiery crucible that our true selves are forged. Superior Judith Howell, Burn Brighter Self-Improvement Course.
I have a feeling she was a little bit of a firebug, just based on all of her stories here. Full colonization of the innermost world of our solar system must remain a pipe dream, for the alternately burning and freezing landscapes of Mercury could not possibly support more than the briefest of human existence. However, there is some hope for limited settlement in the permanently shadowed craters which litter the planet's poles, which we believe may also contain deposits of frozen water. But the true gain in enabling our fleets to reach the sun's closest planet would be the sheer abundance of resources. Some 70% of Mercury is composed of metal that could support our development in space. Its proximity to the sun means our solar power stations will have abundant generation for our HABs, allow sending probes to Mercury and the construction of habitats there. The number of habitats mining modules we can support without paying mission control increases by 3. Factions that contribute to the tech will scan the bounty faster. Now, there's no reason that we should bother sending probes because our spaceship is going to fly there and scan it itself. That is correct, right? Again, I want to make sure I'm remembering things correctly on this. I'll give a second for some feedback on that one. If I'm going to get feedback on that one. Yeah, I'm going to continue playing my turn as if that's a correct statement. What was the question? I don't need to send probes on this one because we're going to fly our science ship over there, which will do the probing for us. That is correct. Question mark. I can send probes from a different menu if I need to. The ships are faster than the probes, right. Okay. That is what I was thinking. Okay. The cheapest thing we could do is mission to Jupiter. I don't know if I want to do that yet, though. I mean, I guess it lets us figure out helium-3 mines, which maybe could be relevant. It is the cheapest thing. We would probably want to start designing the ship that's going to do this, or retrofit our current one. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. All right, we are in command here, but we would lose it if we pull back. I'm not too worried about this one. I think we're gonna let that go. We have a bad bonus. I guess we have a bad bonus in both of these. All three of these, actually. Get a fusion drive. That makes sense to me. The combat limitations of fission are going to show up as alien flanks easily flank you and shoot your side armor. Yeah, we don't like that. Alien fleet launches for Ivan Moskov Station. Take me there? No, that's the ships. That's not what I cared about. The Ivan, and is that one of... shows you how much I remember the names at the moment. Earth. The Ivan. It is mine. Okay, whoops. And then I clicked the wrong button. Here they come. We knew this was going to happen sooner or later, and sooner was expected. Alright, this is where they're going. Little buggers. Yeah, so you... Those are battleships. Yeah, they do look like they're pretty not happy. Golden Victory. Crescent Moon. Crescent Moon. Okay, so you have 768 centimeter violet laser cannons, laser battery, and a laser turret. That's what we at least know of. Boo. I don't know if we try to interdict those. We may just let them take the station. I feel like 3 of them at once. We would need at least, I would say, like 3+ ships each if we were gonna have any chance. And they have lasers, not torpedoes, which we're not set up to fight with RPD. I think we're gonna have to let those go. All right, what does the Ivan do? It is our Space Research Center. Maybe we should just cancel these upgrades because they're gonna die. I guess I cannot just straight up cancel. Okay, I think we're gonna have to let that one die. I don't think we're saving that. I do wish I could get that button back to set an arrival alarm. All right, yeah. Well, at least they picked probably my least valuable station, if I'm being honest. It could be a lot worse. Oh my goodness, I almost want to turn these alerts off, but I just know horrible things are going to happen if I turn that off. And they're here. Wow. Okay, so the Ivan station, we could send the Xenofighters, but I think we're just sending them to their doom. I think we just let this one go. I think we just let this one go. Yeah, this isn't gonna help. I still want to watch it. Let's see what they do. Why do I only see 2 of them? All right, well, there's not much to say here. I would like... Yeah, I have nothing even to set because all we have is a station. All right, let's see what they do. So, oh, there is 3 of them. He's following. Okay, so they're closing to station. Very slowly. I have a feeling we're going to see a big beam attack a couple times and the station go boom. Yeah, they're taking out the layered defense array. And they're not even in range. Yeah, no surprise there. Yeah, they took out the station. Okay, we're just gonna rebuild it. I'm gonna be honest with you. They have destroyed the station. We believe that... we don't believe anyone survived, but look at that. They knocked 2 bars off of that. That's actually a pretty cheap price to pay, all things considered.
Offering support.
Securing our interests.
I'm gonna give them just a second to leave. Okay, life science, excellent. Okay, we're still hunting down tier 2 labs. Residential module, what do you do? Apartments and other civilian and commercial facilities for the HAB's crew and their families. Module confers 6 malice to control space asset missions. Destroying it is an atrocity. Okay, so this is money and influence is what this builds. This does not say that I have to have this in LEO. So we might build some of these up high. Which station got blown up? The Ivan, which was our space labs. Sucks that I literally just paid to upgrade them, but other than that, honestly, probably the best thing we could have them attack, frankly. Okay, I'm still hunting for labs. No. Military Science Research Center. Yes. We're gonna continue on that. Hey, Hawkeye, how's it going, man? Okay, we want to zoom out, and I would like orbits. There's actually quite a few open ones still. It has 4 dangerous clouds, has 3 dangerous clouds. They did kill Tianyong. That's good. Okay, so that means Exodus is in the fight. That's really good, because I was very concerned that they weren't doing anything. They're probably the strongest non-pro alien faction right now. Okay. Oh, actually, I take that back. There still is a station here. There's just also debris. So maybe it does still exist. Okay, let's rebuild our station here. So we would like... I don't think they're going to immediately come back. I think we're just going to found an orbital here. Yeah. Interface orbit. So it's going to be 10 boost and 96 bucks. Go for it. Okay, and the Xenos messed us up. They did. They did. Never trust an elf. All right, we gotta wait for this to get finished. All right, so do I have any members that are currently in here that have not had something named after them? Not seeing anyone active at the moment. Okay. Then we will use... We have a Union base. I guess you don't technically act. We did name like a fleet after you, didn't we? And it got blown up. We will call this the... Axe's Revenge Station, LEO. Axe Memorial Station. Yep. Okay. We'll teach them to kick us out of space. We're just gonna go into space again.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
By the way, just random thought that popped in my head. Let me pause this and zoom out a little bit. Okay, if you have never read Blame or Blam, depending on how you want to pronounce it, the manga, or watch the anime, and you don't want a spoiler, tune out for like 15 seconds, because I'm going to say something here. So in that manga, there is like a chance that the robots had built that like mega structure so large that it might have made it all the way to the orbit of Jupiter. That would blew my mind. I'm like, do you realize how big that is if that's actually the case? If they actually did it? So they basically turned it into like a Dyson sphere, but it was also just a giant planetoid thing. Anyways, just random thought. Just for the scale of this, because this game shows off the scale of this game, or this solar system very well. So, yeah. There's a chance that it is incredibly large. Incredibly large. Okay, spoiler over. I should make a scene for when I'm doing spoilers to put a warning on the screen. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Okay, I'm seeing things get finished. Oh, it has a heart. Look at that. That's impossible. Yeah, but not by the power of God in anime acts. So there you go. Gravity would tear us, obviously. It would just merge into the sun at that point. Okay, so you are what? You are the military station. We do not currently have. Oh, we did build a hospital. Okay, well apparently we're gonna have 2 hospitals. That's okay. We have extra energy here, which is great because when we get that, we'll upgrade these. Okay, there's not much I need to do about that then. Are you also? Okay. Yes, go. Project Exodus declared war on Canada. Interesting. European Union declared war on Moldova. Things got really spicy in the mid-2030s.
Target destroyed.
You can clip that.
Score 1 for the good guy.
Man, I don't even know what I'm going to do with all my free agents now that we're not going to have to fight over Myanmar anymore. And that one's fine. Okay, the settler class. Take me there. Let me have really weird graphic things going on. What am I doing here, game? What are we doing? That was rather weird. Okay, the settler class. Okay, game. you having a moment? Take me there. I don't think it likes how zoomed in or not zoomed in. I don't know what it's not liking. It's like trying to like center me on Earth instead of the ship. That's okay. So, you, India 14, we want to transfer. We want to transfer to Mercury. And we want to specifically transfer to, I would assume that it's low orbit. 51st state time. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter which one we go to. I assume that we just need to get to low orbit, deploy our orbital, and then I'm assuming we probably need to land to deploy the other one. I don't remember. So we want to go to low Mercury interface orbit. Delta V expenditure. We would do 25 out of our 20 or out of our 64. It'd take us 23 weeks. Now I believe I wish this screen showed the transfer windows. Hang on, let's look at this differently. We go here. The origin is Caddy. The destination is low Mercury. I don't know what their acceleration is. Okay, never mind. That's not going to help me. Okay, give me a transfer. We're transferring here. We're transferring there. Launch dates. Okay, so look at this. Yeah, we must be in a really bad window at the moment. Boy, this interface is not stellar. Okay, so yeah, we're not in a good launch window. Time to arrival is 13 weeks. That's totally fine. That's gonna use up most of our fuel, so we would have to build a base and refuel there if we wanted to come back. And I don't know if we will or won't. We may just have this stay as a science ship floating out there forever. Yeah, that is why we definitely wanted to over Delta V though. Otherwise we'd have to wait for the proper window. And I guess I'm trying to think where I could see that easier. I guess here's where we would see that easier. So Mercury, you can see here, Earth launch window. The next day Earth will have an optimum launch window is November. 37% penalty. I don't know if I care. I think we're just launching anyways. Okay. We would like Mercury, low Mercury, transfer. All right. Godspeed, little buddy. Yeah, I see you. I see you, Victor. I very much dislike how much alien traffic we have out here. That's fine. Can I chill on this one? Yeah. Okay, that was a lot of to do in space. Okay, what are we gonna do with all these counselors that have nothing to do?
Standing by.
This is gonna be crazy. Okay, Blaster. I think I do want to have you do some more publics here. Well, somebody else that can do that easy. All right, you. Okay, so this is one of the ones that Japan could get a claim on. Do we go back to cooing Russia, take Russia over, and then release that? That is something we could do, and it is held by the servants currently. I think it is something we're gonna do. Let's go lay some groundwork over there.
What's the up?
Mo. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, we could actually use you to stabilize a little bit.
We'll turn down the heat.
Where do you need me?
Yeah, I could use several stabilizers. Owen, work on that.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
J-Rob
Ready to go.
does not have peace. Only war for J-Rob. Do I want to throw a... I don't think I want to try to throw a peace treaty until we finish conquering this. We're at like the halfway point. I don't foresee us having any problems. We're winning that fight. I haven't seen any other Russian armies recently. I don't know what they're doing. We couldn't have killed that many, could we? Oh, here's some... No, those are Indian ones. Have we researched into Russia? We haven't, but that's a good idea also. If we stack some more armies... They have 2 nuclear barrages. I'm just a little concerned about stacking armies. We are healed with 100 with this guy. I guess we could send it. Put 3/5 of our total armies over there. All right, J-Rob. Let's actually throw a defend over here.
Securing our interests.
Reporting in.
Riley. What are the odds you could do Russia missions? Not good. She is not ready for that yet. All right, you work in Myanmar for
I
now.
will try to sway the public.
Making things safe for our people.
Defend interest mission complete. Yeah, we absolutely just... We responded in kind to what the servants did to India. I'm not gonna say I trashed it. They did that. Look what you made me do. That's what happened over there. Okay, the end of Russia thing actually is not a bad idea. That's a lot easier, because then we could just run the unrest missions until they break apart. We wouldn't necessarily even have to coup them. And then that means I don't need to hold them while that happens. And it's dirt cheap. I hope you're happy, servants. You are the instrument of your own destruction. I would never bother doing this normally.
Violence is abating.
Okay, keep making it peaceful.
We were unable to increase security.
Okay, well, please
Public
do.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on permanent for now.
We've moved the needle.
Ditto. There you go. Supporters of the resistance have engineered a coup. Okay. Okay, so you know there's strange coincidences sometimes. Today at work, one of my coworkers asked, "How do you spell coup?" And I was like, actually, I'm quite the expert to that. Military Science Research Center done. Okay, so we're down to here. I'm not seeing any labs. Oh god, then we have to go through the social stuff. All right, encrypted research center. Media. I mean, there's all kinds of good stuff here, don't get me wrong. It's just finding the thing I actually want. Here we are. Social Science Research Center. And you know what, while we're here, let's just finish looking. Operation, no, that is not it. Okay, this should be the last lab for tier 2s. Yeah, we were thinking about fomenting a coup at work, but we decided against it. Numia has a Xeno. You deserve it. All right, army deployment complete. Servants in Canada. Sure. Wait a minute. Servants in Canada? Oh. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy that they're kicking them out then. Okay. Yeah, I'm down. Can we see our ship flying yet? Where you at, little buddy? You need a better call sign. India 14's garbage. We're gonna call you New Old Hope. New Old Hope. Where you at? Yep, look, there he goes. Look at him go. He's almost halfway to Venus already. That would have been a good Venus launch window. Okay, and J-Rom. Apparently, what do we have? Alien activity.
We'll see what
Handle
we
it.
can find.
Go. Mercury Construction Incorporated.
Lending my expertise.
I really dislike how many aliens are going into orbit around Mars. What exactly is going on at Mars? Russians moving to Harbin. Hot. What are you guys doing over here? Is there other fighting that I don't know about? One site here. Where are you at, site? Oh. No, that's not orbit. Okay, they do have a mining base here. A lot of water and volatiles, I suppose. What are these aliens doing here, though? Like, are you fighting with somebody? I mean, that's kind of obvious, right? I feel like we should have better intel about this. Okay, so Exodus is building ships here. I mean, that's a good idea. This is something in our future. Okay. Okay. Very nervous about that. Yeah, look at how fast these aliens can actually fly. We don't normally get to see this because normally I'm zoomed in on the planet, but look at that guy just zoom.
The people will come to our side.
If pop-ups would stop every 2 seconds. Look at this guy just go.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, we conquered one section. Now that's not actually what I want though. What I really need is this one, I believe. Right? Because you are... Oh. Maybe it's not. Hang on, let me go check. It is... Oh my goodness. Man, this is so messed up. Okay, hold on. Let's do it this way. Itagungur. Okay, yes, that's right here. And then Guathi. I don't think I have a claim on that. Nope, I do have a claim on that. Okay, we will try to conquer that too then. It would be really nice if we could just finish up all this stuff, all this war stuff right now. And just be done with it. With India, at least. Okay, where are you? Okay, you were the Russian fighter. And we did have people coming up here. Okay, hang on. Maybe I should redeploy... We'll take the weakest one, because he can repair as he goes. So we had somebody heading to Harbin. We'll deploy over there. That'll give him a chance to repair a little bit. Remember, I'm one army down from where we should be. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. That is the region. Yeah, apparently we have at least 2 here to pick up, so... the other one was where we're currently deployed, in Hohat. This one. And I have a deployment there. take the lead in visible combat lasers. Will they though? Alright, I'm willing to do that. We're gonna finish our last lab here momentarily. Nope, not between turns apparently. Okay, J-Rob. More alien activity. This is definitely an elf. Where is he at? Who owns this? Yeah, you know what? You deserve it. I'm not gonna help you. I will take out that for the points, but I'm not gonna go take out the elf. I would like it if we could keep our heat down so that when we do need to go bang bang, the aliens are not so angry. Social Science Research Center. Okay, so I'm gonna do another social in the other slot. Over here, reconnaissance array. You know, while we're doing mix up for labs, let's grab that. That may be something I want to do because we were having a lot of trouble seeing the servant people, and if I could know where they're at, then we could also bang bang. We'll invite them to Bangkok and see what happens, you know? Probably play chess or something. Okay, we are getting... Who is this that's finishing all this? Pause. We completed the information center. Okay, so we are still working on power here. Material research station. Okay, these are slowly getting done, but what I really care about is the... By the way, we also didn't get a hospital, so either we weren't... event. So either we weren't the first one to do that, or maybe the event's only for certain factions. Because we should have 2 hospitals up now.
Order is returning.
Yep. No, I know, Eric. I know. Okay, peaceful.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, still working on it.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Alright. Easy peasy. Okay, contraband. We're not really having problems with that yet. ECM could be a thing. That could be useful. Knowledge investment could be useful. We could bang out some simple laser techs. I do think that another set of missile tech may be in order for us. We are gonna have to build more Navy. I'm gonna have to rebuild the Navy that was assigned to that. Super cheap. Okay, you know what? Well, allowing us to have better combat acceleration isn't terrible. Oh, climate. Okay, hold on. Another lab. Nope. No need to think any further. I'm literally just gonna do all the labs. Yeah, so maybe somebody else got it. We were relatively quick on that between getting the tech and building it, but I wasn't like beelining it.
Recon complete.
Okay, dissolution of Russia is a go. Okay, now you are gonna need the Pacific Defense League. It's only 15k. It's only mostly painful. All right, now Owen. Nope, never mind. It's between turns. I think Owen's gonna go get started on Russia if we have enough popular support. Project complete. Alien robotics. Having gained limited comprehension of the visitors' computers, we've since been able to discern the function, if not yet the operation, of their robotics. These have proven significantly more straightforward to understand than were the computers. Their purpose is relatively familiar: maintenance and construction. The former, as best as we can tell, entails ensuring their ships keep flying efficiently, can repair damage without necessitating that their crew endanger themselves, and can automatically adapt to different atmospheric and gravitational conditions. The later appears to be small-scale creation of weapons, ammunition, armor, fuel, to spare the craft and its occupants from the regular need to resupply back at whatever they originate from. In this vein, we have also identified what we believe to be a culinary robot and medical machines. In other words, the craft can provide everything the aliens need to stay alive for potentially indefinite periods. As with the computers, the robots bear signs of some manner of touch-free interface. Our theory remains that aliens can somehow operate them via smell or pheromone alone. National investment in build army is increased. In military priority, ships build faster. Unlock stuff. Okay, this is our alien slot. This one keeps getting, they keep wanting me to do that. This one also might be good. We estimate we can increase our faction's presence in space by 25%, as measured by mission control usage for HABs and fleet, without alien retaliation. That would help lower this temperature as we're building a bunch of stuff here. Let's grab that. What's 15k? Yeah, this is nothing. This is a quick light read for our scientists. They'll have that one done over the weekend. Damage control drones. Tactical drones. National investment points in build army are increased. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Eric. We definitely should pick that up. It's only going to get worse because we're going to explode out when we get to Mercury with a bunch of construction. Okay, Owen. Can we start swinging? Oh, Owen's like, oh, you want me to do some coups in Russia, do you? Oh, no, I don't need to pack my bag. I keep it ready.
The government must fall.
Oh, it must.
Where to?
It must. All right, Blaster and Owen. Name a more iconic pair overthrowing Russia. You can't. Okay, and more alien activity.
On the way to the target
Keep
site.
taking care of that for me, Jay. Okay, I'm gonna keep letting her go here. Riley
What's the op?
isn't the best yet. She still needs some time. This is a mission that is vaguely useful and it's safe and it gets her some XP, so we'll just let her continue to work on that. No need to leave the house, just let me make a few calls. I mean, he has couped India more than Russia now, but also there was a tech we could do to increase the odds of that. You know what? Hang on a second. Let's pause this. We had a tech that made that work faster. Let's get that. I think it was Freedom Fighters. Yeah, let's grab Freedom Fighters first. We can always coup the chunk that we want relatively easy. Although, saying that, we already have one. Yeah, let's get this. It'll just make this way more efficient. Okay, where are we at? I wish I could custom the zoom level so it didn't take me to here, which is frankly unreadable. We are there, heading in. Yeah, what a bad launch window.
Offering support.
I do feel like we could have launched to have this intercept, but maybe I'm misunderstanding something about that trajectory there. Another one in Tingon orbit. They're going there for a reason. Maybe he turned Tingong into like a fortress, and maybe they're not able to take it down. Okay, Axe's Revenge is up and running. Well, it's starting to come up and running. Okay, so we are gonna want a heavy fusion reactor ray times what? Two of those would be 256. What do we need to put here? We would want an admin node. Okay, 246. We would want at least one PD, a defense platform. Okay, this is 40, so 206. Okay, this is the space research station. So I could have up to 10 of these. We don't need 10 of these though. We only need 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So that takes us to our 50% bonus. 5 of those was 50 more, so we should have 156 energy left. Yeah. Oh, nope. I must have counted something wrong because it's telling me 106. We have 3 slots left. A second PD could be a thing. Oh, we don't have a farm in here yet. Okay, 1 farm is up to 600 crew, so 1 farm. We have 66 power left. Maybe one of the off weird station bits. Like a listening post, maybe? Or a climate lab? I kind of like the idea of the listening post. We also could do the medical center. Medical center is 30. Makes us some money, gives us a little bit of life science. 90 bucks is not nothing. All research, blah, blah, blah. I like the idea that destroying this is an atrocity, so if any of the other human factions do it, they'll have a big repercussion. That's not human shields. This is a humanitarian station, guys. Don't even think about that. All right, we have 36 power left. I kind of think we're just gonna like spread some listening posts around. I kind of like that idea. Eric kind of agrees. So where are you? Listening post. A little bit of social science. We're gonna be at cap, but that's okay. We're not really doing oppression. It's more about the +1 bonus to detect, frankly. And that is 10 power. Okay, what else could we do? If we didn't do that, we could do what's the hotel called? Do a quarters. And that's not really doing it for me. Yeah, I think it's a listening post. There we go. All right, super station coming online. New project available. Reconnaissance array. Okay, that's gonna be the tier 2 listening post. Favorite that, please. A humanitarian shield. Earth orbit 1. Okay, well, it's not saying it's me.
The uprising is on the way.
Mm-hmm. The beatings will continue until the war ends.
Things are cooling
And the
off.
war will end when I'm done beating
We've
you.
moved the needle.
EU under protectorate has declared war on Canada. Oh, Canada. Okay, they are sending double navies down here. Or, excuse me, double armies. Although it looks like one of them's wounded. If I have to, we can pull out of here. Where are we at? We're almost done with that next one. We'll be okay. Marine Company Barracks. Pro-alien groups with the aliens may target us directly if we continue to interfere with our human allies. Yep. True. True story. They may do that, yeah. Okay, J-Rob. Okay, again, let's come over and clean up our own hemisphere here.
Heading to the LZ.
Thank you. Okay, we have a bunch of power on the moon finishing up. So this is all going to be moon power. And some stations, apparently. Okay, so we're way overpowered at the moment. That's fine. We wanted to put in probably Skunk Works here. I feel like that's fine. If we lose Skunk Works, that's not like the end of the world. I guess we could put defense, but they're just gonna bombard me. I don't think that's gonna help. Oh my goodness, why can I not find Skunk Works? There it is. Okay, so a Skunk Works is 30 power. I guess there's no reason to overwrite these yet, so we may as well take up the free locations. We actually should have room for a lot of these too, so. Currently available power is 286. Yeah, so we should be fine on that one. At 30 a pop, 60, 120. All right, I think we can go further. Yes. It's saying there's a power deficit. I don't think that's how I'm reading that. Let me reread this. Currently available power is 246. Power produced is 336. Power consumed is 90. The pending power consumption from under construction is 150. Our total consumption is 240. Current available power is 246. I think we're okay. I think that's telling us we're going to use 150 more. Maybe let's let this complete and then I will double check it rather than doing all of them at once then, since people are second guessing me on that. Okay, and we also had a station. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go through all of our stations, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. I wish that this was a little bit zippier on like getting me into the interface. Like it's kind of sketch when it wants to and when it doesn't want to. Okay. Wing solution was looking fine. It's got 30 spare power, so I can't take one of these off. Now I could replace one of these with another heavy fusion, which would free up slots. So I think we will do that. So this is going to cause some problems. Not as bad as I thought it was going to. And we'll be back. Okay, Caddy. I don't think Caddy needs to do anything. You just keep being perfect, Caddy. The Allen 9 Okay, we have not done any fusion work here. We need to do that because when we want to upgrade these, we're not going to be able to afford it. We won't have the power. We're already like maxed out. So I think we just bite the bullet and we just go double heavies. We'll be back. The Roland. Okay, same thing. Looking very fine. Thank you for saying so. No problem, Wing. No problem. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to do a quick renovation of many of our stations here. Okay, you are good. You have extra power. Military labs. Okay, you're ready for upgrades. Okay, so if I'm reading this correctly, we have 106 power available. Every one of these uses 5. The upgrade wants to use 20. So we're going to increase our power consumption by 15 every time we do one of these. So 145. So the next one should say 160 over here if I'm reading this right. Okay, so it took the power off. So this is going to go up to 160. Plus that one will go up to 180. I think we're okay here. Yeah, this, I don't love this. I don't love how this is working at all. That's not the way my brain works. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we do need that fifth one.
30 seconds.
Upgrade. Oop. Okay, it doesn't matter where it's at. And then we're going to switch over to a listening post. The tooltip helps. Does it? I wish it would just give me the total when we're all done. Total potential available power is 256. Total consumption is 225. So we should be good. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the tier 2 listening in here. But even if we only get the tier 1, that's fine. That should be good if we're reading that right. I'm going to blame you guys if it's wrong. Okay, heavy fission. Okay, you just need to do your upgrades. And we may as well just go ham on this. So, life science lab. Okay, we need 5 of these. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, keep the chatter down in this room.
Yeah, guys, keep the chatter down. Come on. Clear the comms. Alright, and... what am I missing here that... okay, life, power, life, the admin. Why do I have 2 slots open? I feel like I'm back behind or something here. Okay, I guess we just built extras on this station for some reason. I'm not sure why that's doing that, but okay. Admin? We got the admin node up here. I don't have the upgrade for it yet. You really need to standardize this. Yes, we do. Well, I normally have a normal pattern. I don't know what happened here. Something crazy happened here. I bet you the aliens did this. Alright. Oh, am I only allowed one? Am I only allowed one listen?
Okay, all flight controllers, 4 more minutes to T2, stay no stay.
Life station. Oh, one of them's a life. No, the rest of them were life. I'm not so sure about that. Okay, well, I guess we'll throw a climate station in here then. Tourist or crew quarters? I'd rather have the labs for now. We'll probably make a space hotel at some point. Okay, this, yeah, cut all Hamawi station is our info lab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The easiest way for me to do this is let's take this and replace the listening, and then everybody else can just take the upgrade. So we need 4 upgrades. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and that should be good if all of our math's been right this whole time. Okay, here's a tier 2. We got lots of spare energy because 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Because we have an extra energy thing here. We do have PD. Man, we really do need to standardize this. Okay, so I need one more upgrade. And we have 2 open slots. So we will do a climate lab and a listening post. Okay, and that's that for now. Oof. This is not my most fun activity to do while we're live, I'll be honest with you. Okay, we're between turns. Everyone has orders. Okay, we're gonna have a tech momentarily, and this one will go back probably to the social one unless I figure out another research center. Okay, climate control center, nice. Another PD class. Okay, we should probably go look at our shipbuilding, make sure they're both still active. Okay, this one. Okay, we also were kind of concerned about our water at one point. Did we ever pick that water tech up? And the armor. No, let's do this one for now. This one's gonna have to be, we're gonna start building ship stuff again for another jump in ship tech. What we have is probably not very viable, let's be honest with ourselves. Okay, we have nothing building here, and we have 2 droogs. No, we have 1 droog over here. So another PD ship. Actually, no, we're like ahead on PD, so this should be a droog. We finished the water tech? Okay. I hope so. Let me remind myself, what is the maximum number of ships I can have in a fleet? Probably easier to go this way, isn't it? So you... Wait, they just... I don't know. My brain definitely works in a different way than some of this UI works. Okay. India. You. Merge. There. Okay. Does it tell me what my maximum number of ships are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna guess it's 20 ships. So we still can continue to put ships in this for now. I have a feeling they will die in fiery glory at some point. I have a strong suspicion that's going to happen. Go.
I will help them.
At least those Indian armies are doing some work against the growths.
The people will be free.
I should just put him permanently on
Public
that.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
Things are stabilizing.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, this guy's
One
gonna
cannot
get
simply
2v1.
squeeze a balloon into a tin can without one or the other bursting, which itself depends upon which you make stronger and which you make weaker. Chancellor Li Jingzhao, interview for A History of Space Travel, BBC Radio 4.
Every gram counts when it comes to spaceship design. Mass is the enemy of movement. Unfortunately, that applies to the propellant itself. A vicious cycle that means the more kilos of propellant a ship stores, the more propellant it needs. Past a certain point, this becomes infeasible, which is why the only real solution is to reduce propellant mass. Liquid hydrogen has the lowest mass and provides the best specific impulse, i.e. efficient thrust, of the propellants available to us. But its low density means that it requires enormous storage tanks and extreme refrigeration in order to prevent evaporation. So, we must establish how to reduce the hydrogen storing density. New breakthroughs in cryocompression have finally allowed us to increase the higher energy density without suffering undue boil-off, while magnetic fields enable our hydrogen storage tanks to maintain a much higher pressure without risk of disaster. Hydrogen remains a devilish substance to contain, to be sure, but with these discoveries working in tandem will allow our spacecraft to carry vast quantities than ever before. Following text can be researched: antimatter containment. Is there a fleet limit? Oh, I don't know. That's true. Is the battle limit's not the fleet limit necessarily? You can totally put a balloon. Yeah, but she's saying you're inflating the balloon. It was a weird way to put it. I'm with you. Okay, are we going advanced vision maybe? Or are we just gonna go antimatter? This is actually cheaper. I do like antimatter, I won't lie. I like antimatter and I cannot lie. It's also the cheapest. Antimatter weaponry? Yeah, we're not there yet, but we can start getting the techs. We could go for the advanced fission systems. Focus on fusion. So you're talking going up to the deuterium. Okay, I'd be down with that. The economy priority increases per capita GDP in a nation by an additional 2%. Ooh, now that has my attention. Okay. All right, we'll work on that. Energy is still one of my best. We are gonna be in the lead. We are not in the lead here. We are in the lead there. All right, we got time to burn. Good to know, wing solution. Thank you. Okay, now we are gonna get maybe 3v1'd over here. I think I'm gonna need to change some deployments. Where are we at on that new army? Very close. I am gonna go over here. He's getting rather outnumbered. How we doing? Okay, we're getting there. Slowly, but we're getting there. National investment points we direct into economy are increased by 5%. Favorite. Consider that fusion will also be more powerful for orbitals and habs in the outer soul than fission at a fraction of the cost. Yep, that's true. How's your RAM? Is everything still stable? This has been like the subplot of the Terra Invicta streams, following Ebola Chan's RAM problems. Okay, J-Rob. Yep, just keep wiping this out.
We are going in.
My ship should be getting rather close.
Offering counsel.
Yeah. Old hope. We're getting there. Oh. Go away, Indians. Not now. Oh, did we consolidate, Eric? I thought we still had time on that.
Long live the revolution.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on permanent, Owen. I know you're having fun.
We've moved the needle.
Order is returning.
Continue that. Okay,
We're winning their hearts and minds.
slush hydrogen tankage. Alright. Super Kronos liquid rocket. Advanced chemical rockets. Lowers boost costs by a lot. Sure. Okay, we have arrived. Let me slow this way down. Does that mean that we just auto scan this? Do I need to do something specific here? Set home port is not what I want to do. I do not remember any of this UI, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, survey. Fleet must be in the interface orbit. We were supposed to be in the interface orbit. Are we not? That's not what I want to do. Are they circling in maybe still? Maybe that's what's going on here. I do not have the buttons I think I should have on that. We must still be getting in orbit. Maybe I've just been impatient. $14 hours left. Okay, yeah. So we're stabilizing our orbit. Okay. That makes me sad. Okay. Now we have completed our orbit. Okay. Pause. You. Okay, so we want... I do want to just drop a platform in orbit. Do it. Platform founded, manage. All right, we need a really, really good name for this one. No one's bribed me, I don't think, tonight, so we can come up with our own name. This is gonna be our very, very important first step of claiming Mercury. Thermometer, Agartha, some of the Garthan Mercury elementals. Now a little bit more on the serious note, I think, here on this one. Been holding steady since you took some out. No more crashes. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Primary model would just freeze the solid color. Bastion station. Okay, we have a Forerunner. Slice of Agartha. Okay, you know what, Slice? You've been supporting the run. We'll use Slice. We'll do Slice of Mercury. And this is gonna be a... I don't think I need to label this LEO here so much, but we will label this as a construction. I can always change it again later. Slice's Alien Welcome Center. Okay, so we have the solar collector going up. We have our platform core and our construction module. So I don't think we built one of these yet. Accelerates construction of modules at the hab and allows founding additional platforms and outposts in this planetary/asteroidal system. Allows the founding of platforms and outposts. So once we have this up and running, then we can just build things here and not have to fly things over here. So our railguns are already firing materials in this direction. We're going to be good to go as soon as this finishes on the 7th of June. Okay, then we want to, I guess, undock. It really shouldn't be that fast at the moment. Yes. And then I would like you to survey. Will complete in 28 days. On it, boss. Low Mercury. Okay, you actually have me on that one. Eric says low Mercury atmospheric or orbit. Lamau. All right, you win. Oops. We'll remove the spaces, and I think we're just gonna call this construct. Lamau. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, in celebration of getting that up and running, I see I'm actually over my hour-and-a-half mark, so I'm gonna take my tea break here. I will throw this up even though my screen is probably going to take up too much of it, so my apologies there. If you yourself have not gotten up and got a drink and a stretch, I would encourage you to do so. If you are not blocking ads and you get one, I appreciate the pennies. 5-minute break, starts, and be right back. All right, I will be right back, gentlemen. All right, welcome back, everybody. Man, look at how pitiful Humanity First is. Did they hire like 6 assassins as like their entire agent thing? Like, do they literally just have no persuasion or something? And like those two together are about as popular as the servants. Like, how absolutely ridiculous. I'm like a quarter of the globe, as is proper, but you know. Okay, we continue on. So 28 days until the probing is done. We will return to Earth, please. Oh. And I lost my sound. I lost my sound. There we go. That was on my end. Something about that button every once in a while mutes my sound, and I do not know why. I need to look into that. Only a quarter, think of all the missed revenue. Yeah, that's true. The sudden burst of Terra Invicta content has somehow pipelined me back into playing more Xenonauts too. You rebel, you. You're like, fine, I'm not gonna play Terra Invicta, I'm gonna go play Xenonauts. Okay, zoom zoom. Alright, new army deployed, pause. Now we could build another one. I don't think we want to do that though. It is 2 IP to move them around. It's 1 just to have them sitting at home. Where are you? The 77th, the 73rd, the 40, the 74th, the 81st. You've said we deployed a new army, game. Did we?
Target destroyed.
Never forget that the true power in any kingdom is not the man on the throne, but instead those who quietly stand at his shoulders. Commander Fiona Ayawade, Data in the Shadow of War.
Jupiter itself is an impossible target for colonization, being it is a gas giant. There is no real surface on which to land craft or build infrastructure, and the radiation and gravity are antithetical even to the construction of floating stations. Its dozens of moons are another matter entirely. It is the 4 known as galleon stations that are considered the best prospects for larger scale settlement, and as a staging ground for further expansion. Iowa, Europa, Ganymede, and Castillo are large enough and solid enough to support infrastructure, although most are nevertheless extremely hostile to life. Jupiter's gravity is fierce, while its radiation belt, which blasts Io and Europa, is approximately 1 million times more deadly than Earth's. An inadequately protected human would, sadly, perish within days of arrival. However, breakthroughs in super dense shielding will make some degree of long-term habitation possible. Castillo, however, exists outside the Van Allen belt, and thus would require comparatively minimal anti-radiation measures. The similarly icy Europa and Ganymede remain worthwhile targets due to the presence of subsurface oceans, might even be submarines on one of them, and potential to create artificial air pockets below the frozen surface. The dry, turbulent Io is a far less appealing prospect, however. The volcanic environment could be a potent source of energy and rare materials as we strive to reach the outer worlds. Allows the sending of probes. Right. We probably should have had that. Let's go peek if it's worth building a colony ship with what we currently have, or if it's better that we just tech up first. I didn't even think about that. I got sidetracked. And we may want to launch probes, so hold that thought. You, ship design. No. Give me ship classes. The Settler class, upgrade. Okay, so here we would need to look at, do we have the utility modules we would need? So we would not want solar stuff. So no and no. Did we not research those? I thought we did. I thought we had those done. Okay. We have a little bit of to do on that. I think I am going to send those probes. It's dirt cheap, and I don't want to get behind anyone else, so I'm going to go ahead and send those. Yeah, I think so too, Wing. Let's look at the situation. They've been there for a very long time. All right, so Jupiter. Yeah, they've been here for quite a while, and we can see the various things around. Okay, water and fissiles are things that we desperately need. There's good fissiles, possibly. Another okay. Ganymede, lots of water. Castillo, okay, that's where their base is. Lots of water again. Europa, lots of water. Noticing a pattern here. Again, some big time stuff. This ideally is where I would like to make our end game shipyards, let's call it. Just because that's kind of the outermost part of the inner part of the solar system, if that makes any sense. But we're going to have to be able to actually win some fights, like space fights, to do that. I would like to see more than just the servants out and about flying around too. That would bring me some comfort. Yeah, I see you, Lamau. Hey, Shannon. Hello, I'm here tuning in from work. Man, how many hours have you worked since Christmas, man? I feel like you've been on like hundreds of hours of work. Is this like unusual for you, or like busy season? Or you just always that busy? Okay, did we get our new army? I'm still not seeing it. We should have a 5th army. What am I not seeing here? One, two, three, four, 5. We should have 5 armies. Okay, clicking on that doesn't take me to the army. What am I missing here? We have 2 deployed here. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, summer's here, just super busy. Okay. Jupiter was part of the inner s1e9 from Sailor Moon. It checks out. I'll be honest, I've never watched an episode of Sailor Moon. I'll have to defer to your expertise on that one. Okay, I cannot be completely crazy, right? Is it you? It is you. Okay, so like, they're just not under my control yet? I think that's what it is. They're finished building, but they're not under my control yet. That's what's going on. There we go. After much insanity, we're all right. Boy, look at all these armies showing up. I think we're gonna have to deploy into this one too. What is your army looking like? 4.4, and we're at 5. So we have that. Plus we have the alien tech to do extra damage. I don't know if they also have that, but your sister loves Sailor Moon? Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on it. Just never watched it. Okay, J-Rob. He is mowing the lawn. You know, it's been a while since we checked our backyard. Let's just double check this. It seems
On Overwatch.
like Alf 4 was the instigator of our problems. Because, boy, once we got rid of him, notice how cool it's been over here? Everyone's just been super chill. Okay, you... Honestly, I think we're just fine here. We got a little bit more mission control that we're cleaning up, but other than that, like room for 2 more. Okay, I actually should do something in here too. Okay, so Myanmar. I totally spaced on this because we spent so much freaking time fighting it. Okay, let's just go to this one. Okay, what are your problems? Okay, wealth disparity we can work on. You are totalitarian. We can work on that. Knowledge would be decent. Okay, let's lower the environmentalism. We have bigger fish to fry. We actually don't need the unity. So welfare and government, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of enviro, and a little bit of economy. Also, you have mission control. You're missing one. Okay, I'll tell you what. I think we're gonna buy out the mission control if we can. It's gonna take this country for freaking ever to be able to do that. Hang on. Shouldn't I just need 24 here? Or am I crazy that that's not how that works? Yeah, I only need 24 to finish that. And this place is not safe enough that I feel like I want to invest more than that. Korea has an army? Yeah, they do. I guess there's no reason not to send them in. What's your military score? They're atomic age troops. These are Cold War troops. They're just gonna die. You know what? When they merge in, they're gonna hurt my military score. Let's get them started on a little bit of military modernization. Japan also might need to militarize. If I'm gonna do it, I almost want 2 armies though, so we can rotate them out if we get in a quagmire. I think I'm gonna use China as their beat stick. Also, are we ready for that Confederate or that independence? No. Okay. On the 13th of March is when we can do that Confederate. What about over here? Let's actually do a quick check through here. Are you cool? Okay, we don't have this. We need 11 more days. India? Okay, so we could seek peace in this war. We could also maybe cede these off. Let's get a policy in here. Riley? Let's go do some policy in India.
Surveilling target area.
Offering assistance.
Okay, we didn't find anything. Excellent. Can the Sputh East Asian Alliance federate anyone? I'm gonna assume that's southeast. And it's gonna be Myanmar is the next one. Or actually, it could be over here too. What are you? You're in Federation. I'm gonna guess that's a no since I don't have the option here. Our ship's ECM modules will now be effective against enemy weapons. Favorite that tech, please. How are you gonna like it when I jam you, buddy boys?
Death to tyrants.
Yeah, that's right.
The people
With
will come to
ECM.
our side.
Things are cooling off.
Mine are. Oh, they fiddle with the relations. Good catch. I forgot about that. Yeah, you don't need to be happy there. Thank you. I totally forgot about it. Man, I screwed Myanmar up quite a bit. I forgot that they kept resetting all the things I did. In my mind, I was just done. Right, and now we're gonna have a cooldown on that. Norway was conquered by America. There you go. Okay, India. Grant independence. Oh, I don't know. Is it Bengal over there? I don't know what this would be. Itanagar is not. None of these are there. This would have been the Bengal Empire, so maybe that's it? If anyone knows on that one, I would love to know. That one's going to be in the northwest. Mysore. Oh no. It's gotta be Bengal, right? Babel showing his lack of regional knowledge of northeastern India here. I wish this was a little easier to tell. This is Bangladesh. It's Assam. All right, I'm gonna trust you on this one, Axe. Okay, that was one of them. What is this one then? Okay, so repeat that, please. Okay, so what is this one that we'll need to know next? Okay, you manage relations, China, Japan, not so feeling the India thing. You can be happy with those. We can't change that one. Yes. I'm gonna give you a point for that one, Axe. You're on point with your geography, I will say. The oldest human, a new record in human longevity. Hedda Soya died today at age 131, setting a new record of human longevity. Her long life was attributed both to recent advances in medical techniques and geriatric care she received at the Aaron Ginsberg Station. Good, but that number can improve. Okay, so this was probably the hospital event finally. I love it when they have those interviews with like really old people and they're like, "Oh wow, you were present at Pearl Harbor. What's your secret to longevity?" And it's this like old Southern like black dude and he's like smoking a cigar and he's like, "Well, I have a bottle of whiskey for breakfast every day and a few cigars to keep me going." And like the interviewer's like, like they have no idea what to say to that. Or like the Queen, she used to drink like a bottle of bourbon a day and she lived to be a bajillion years old. There must be something to it, right? This is not medical advice. What you get for finally studying that. Everything's coming up, Axe. That's a different event? All right. Okay, the low... Oh, it's Victor 6. What do we know about Victor 6? Destroyer, a cruiser, and a destroyer. I guess there's no reason for me to go hot at the moment, as much as I'm feeling a little bloodthirsty. $130 is a pretty big leap. I mean, to my knowledge, isn't the oldest person like 121 or something? I'm probably a little off on that. 120 something. Okay, also, that freed up my troops that were over here. All right, one of you deploy there. And one of you deploy into there. Okay, we had a bunch of listening posts finish. We have control of Myanmar. Okay. I think because we just did our relations, there's not going to be much we can do at the moment. Yeah, we have cooldowns. Grant independence. Don't need to do that. Okay, you're nothing but those. Bangladesh. Dhaka, Calcutta, and Patna. Okay, we do not have claims, at least over from here. There's a lady in Russia that claims to be 148. I mean, I guess at some point you could like carbon date people's bones. You had to. Russia ran away. They sure did. I'll tell you what though, we're gonna follow that. I'm gonna let my other ones heal up, but I'm gonna have that guy go in. We do have some other people over here. Okay, J-Rob. Go take that in activity.
We'll the site. Lending my
Okay, we need the colony modules for our next piece of research. We should have that ship designed and maybe even built. Although, there also might be something said about going up a size. Maybe not though, because all we really need is one construction thing, and then it can build the rest for us. And we could build a refuel dock from there, which I assume means we can resupply. I haven't lost any stations other than the one that got destroyed. Scan of Mercury complete. Take me there. All right, Mercury. Tell me your secrets. You have 8 sites. Well, so much about the polar water. Can I get the sad trombone here, please? A little womp 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 womp. Fissiles a little bit. Metal a lot. Or excuse me, I keep calling these fissiles tonight. Volatiles a little. Fissiles, there is one good site. Okay, how many mines can I operate without any problems? We could have 13 more mines. Tolkien Crater is great. I agree. The fissiles alone make it worthwhile. We can drop one outpost right now. So we get to pick one that we get for sure, essentially. But after that, then we could lose them. So I got to pick really carefully here. It does have good metal. It does have okay nobles, and it does have the fissile. It's probably this one. Let's be honest with ourselves. Nobody else has anything notable for water. I don't hate Alvar. I think we have to do this, though. Our daily income from Habs. I wish this would tell me how much our daily expense is. It's got to be Tolkien Crater, right? Like, I don't think we really have a choice there. All right, but I think we need to do that via ship. So you... no, not you. Via ship. Where are you at? New Old Hope. I want you to found an outpost at Tolkien Crater. Do it. Manage. Okay, so we're getting the outpost core, solar collector. Okay, it's dropping a construction module. I don't need that here. Should we just cancel this? I'm not sure this does anything if I already have one. I guess we just leave it for now. Let's leave it until we have both bases up in case somebody comes and blows my other one up. We won't need this in the future, but for now I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. And then I think we're gonna build a bunch of mission control in space here. And on the planet itself, I mean, this isn't terrible. It has some of everything. This one actually is even better. So I think we're gonna take Alvar at least. Maybe this one too has some fissiles. So 2 or 3 more bases, and then we're gonna put some satellites up. We want to build mission control. We might build skunk works. Maybe science here. Maybe science here. Okay, and then you. Set home base. Your home base is technically going to be slice. Set home port. When we can build things here, we will build a refueling station just to have one here in case we need it. We also have the Sun Mercury L1. People are claiming we don't need to do solar mirror shenanigans, so I guess I'm going to believe them. You want 2 construction modules so you never lose access to non-boosting building. True. Okay, back to Earth. Go. It's kind of weird. I feel like tonight's been kind of slow, but I also feel like we've actually accomplished a whole bunch. If that makes any sense. I was kind of chomping at the bit to fight some more things, but you know. Okay, are you... Wow, and then you're done? No. The 7th of June. Okay, so until the 7th of June, this really doesn't matter. I guess I could build this out. Could I upgrade you too? I guess we could upgrade this too. It doesn't matter if this is here or not, right? Oh, I guess it does. Well, no. Okay, yeah, look at this. 121 solar from the tier 1 solar. Do the shipyard now? I guess that's true. We might as well do a shipyard, not a regular dock thing. Okay, yeah, I agree. So a space dock, and then I'm kind of thinking I want to drop a PD here, just to make sure that it's not a light target. Once we have this up and running and this up and running, we can pretty much build and refuel whatever we want. That's enough power for now. I don't need admin nodes here because these are for near Earth orbit. Yeah. With a shipyard, you could spam habs by repairing your colony ship. Ah, that's true. That's true. Or alternatively, we build the other power thing here. Because when we are upgrading one, we'll lose power to everything else. So maybe I will just drop our second solar. I like that idea, because then we can upgrade without turning things off. Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, again, like what I was saying, I feel like it's been slow, but we've also accomplished a ton. So, kind of a weird place to be.
Direction complete.
Okay. Policy for India. Okay, so we did not think any more of these mattered. I really wish when you clicked on these, it would like show me the area on the map. Like, do I have any hints here? I don't think so. Rugged, it's colony region, claims by Assam, which was this, right? Yeah. So the claim is here, technically. So they have a claim, and we have a claim. Bengal is east. Yeah, this is what I would consider Bengal. Although, again, I'm a little shaky on this area, if I'm being honest. Okay, so I don't think that this matters at all. So, I think I'm going to take their nukes away. and then we will seek peace. How many nukes do you have? They only have 2. Ash mine. Oh, we could do that, I suppose. Okay, repeat that mission again. Bengal is the area next to Bangladesh. Okay, so you're talking like this area. I don't think we have claims on this though, so I really don't care. If I'm being honest, they can have it for now. We've pretty much smashed this country. I mean, I guess we could just keep giving away all their stuff. Alien monster towards a Bangalore. Oh no. Alright, well, that's not my problem. That's vaguely my problem, but not my problem. Okay, you... Yeah, you stop doing what you're doing. Go heal up. Alright, you guys... I assume that they're gonna go try to take care of that. I don't really care, if I'm being honest. They can figure it out themselves. They started it, man.
Recon complete.
They started it. I said literally anyone can have this except for the servants. And who shows up? Yeah, look at them. They just can't wait to get back in here. Alright, well, enjoy. Okay, we completed life science. Take me there. Okay, we're waiting on power. Nothing else for that.
Okay, keep the chatter down in this room.
Information science. Okay. 18 spare power. I assume that our tier 2 listening post, did we even get that? No, we don't have it yet. I don't think we're going to be able to afford that, but that's okay. This isn't terrible. We could put another array on, but I think this is fine. So I'm happy with that one. Information, 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 material. Okay, no power problems. We are under our power. Okay, yeah, cool. We did it. We did it, team. That was probably not as painful for you as it was for me getting all that done. Okay, J-Rob. Okay, I am gonna continue to clear out some of this crap though because it's near my border and I don't want it to spread.
Going in hot.
Okay, Freedom Fighters is coming along.
Offering support.
I like that I'm in charge of all these researches, as I should be.
The uprising is underway.
So it seems like unless they take like all their research and put it into one thing, they never can take these from me at the moment. We're at 6K science at the moment, just to point that out.
Stabilizing.
Just a little bit of science. Okay, grant independence. Bengal. Okay, so... Stop, I want to pause. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have anything that has particular claims on it. I mean, I guess we could build a nation here for future gobble, possibly. We do have a claim on this one with China. Yeah, we don't have a good way to pull this in yet. Might be wise to bait the AI in. I mean, at some point they'll run out of engineering, right? I'm not too concerned. I can pick what I want.
By the number.
Remember, greed. Greed. Okay, we are, hang on, we are over our points. I don't think I'm gonna try to hold bingo. There's no whatever for me. Let's go ahead and we'll throw them on, I don't want it, but you can't have it. And then we will bounce. Yeah, I don't want to be over. If they'll come take like Myanmar or something. Also, even if they take all this territory, it's now going to cost them more control points than it did when it was one country. So that'll make it harder on them. And I've denuked them. So they're a fangless tiger at this point, frankly. All right, J-Rob. Yeah, let's continue to work this border. Also, I think we're basically getting ready to leave India. Oh no, never mind. That's Riley, not Blaster. Yeah, Blaster's doing the work over here. 3.5 strife.
Lending my expertise.
Axe's Revenge, LEO. Pause. Strategic Deception. We can increase faction presence with less alien grumpiness. Okay, this is my alien slot. We have a very cheap ECM tech. Okay, big maybe on that. We said we wanted the fission outposts. Do I not have those? Here they are. Okay, stupid cheap. Do it. I thought I finished these for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I stopped at the inner stuff because I wasn't planning on doing Jupiter. We're not in a rush here because like I think Wing said, we're kind of shooting for a fight if we go do that. While we have ships, remember the ships we designed are Earth LEO bound. Those are not like I can fly places and fight things ships. Humans arrive on Mercury. Standing safely inside the shadow line of a great polar crater, our colonists are building humanity's first home on the scorched world. 500 science, 100 influence. Boy, at this point in the game, is it just me or does influence not matter too much? Outpost core, done. Construction modules working. Okay, so riddle me this. Is it worth just waiting for the construction to finish, or should we just send the mine? So outpost mining complex. If we did it, it'd be 60 days, so March, April. That would be faster than waiting for the construction. And we're gonna build it in space. Yeah, we still need other HAB stuff. I think we're gonna go ahead and get that going. And I think we upgrade you too. Because we're just building it in space. Now 40 days is still less than waiting for June. So go ahead and upgrade that too. And we have one extra slot here. I can't upgrade the solar. We're gonna need more power than just one solar though. I like the idea of just plopping the second one down now, and then we can upgrade one without losing base power. So give me the solar collector. Okay, and then we'll get this going as soon as we get those constructions going. There we go. Project complete. Fission outpost kit. Okay, we're immediately going to the fission platform kit. Go. No thought required. We like those kind of decisions.
Things are cooling off.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Coup in Russia. Supporters of the resistance have engineered a coup in Russia, resetting all control points and taking some control under their regime. I like how I got a bunch of those. Great. I don't want them, but I will put you on. I don't want it. We're not over our control points, though. Okay, I'll tell you what. We might try to grab the executive, and then we'll just cede the territory.
Policy direction complete.
Okay, India. Am I literally just gonna finish dismantling them? Or are we done? I think we're done over here. All right, let's seek peace and end this war. Now, am I going to get the piece of territory that I have conquered? I guess that's a question. So I am in control of this. Does that mean that I'm going to get this when this war ends? I've never had to piecemeal a nation. I usually just take the full nations. That's nothing we can grant independence to. Conclude a war against a nation and its allies. Requires consent by the leader of enemy alliance. War will only end in entirety if the leader of the alliance. I do want that piece of territory. But I'm in control, so I don't see why I wouldn't get it. And I'm also losing some of this to them. I think we better peace out of this. Okay, I've completed my mission to set the policy. All right, let's see if I'm happy or sad about that territory.
The LZ is secure.
I am sad. Okay, why didn't that work? I conquered this. I had a claim on this. I can't release it. I'm not sure how I should have done that differently on that one. Okay, fission platform. You can demand the claim from the Chinese side as your control. Okay, hang on. You can demand claim from China's side as your control in India. You must just accept. Okay, I'm actually gonna let's load the save on that one. I think. Let me double check. What are we at? It's this one. I'm gonna do that. I want to see that mechanic for myself, and we're nearing the end of the stream, so the slowdown won't bug me too much. I guess I just need to get used to double checking both sides of those type of conflicts. I will say that other than the slow load and then what seems to kind of be like a memory leak when you do it, I haven't really had many other problems. We had that like one crash. I went and looked to see what that was, and it was my Windows reset the GPU hardware, so it was a game crash. You have to completely conquer India automatically to take the territory. Fine. We're going to be slightly behind on this one, so we'll have to catch up and then we'll see it. It's always so awkwardly long on this load screen. Also, how do we have goats on a load screen and we haven't had Kermode Bear show up? Very suspicious. Possibly alien asset. Can't confirm. Yeah, conquering an entire large country that actually has an army is so hard. As you can see, like Russia, India, and myself, we're just like slap fighting each other. Okay, where are we at? We are... Okay, we already checked. We know that all these are good because we checked them before. Confirm assignments.
Reporting in.
All right, J-Rob was just clearing stuff out. Easy peasy.
Heading to the LZ.
Okay, she's setting. Okay, we don't want this one then.
Acknowledged.
Let me double check where are we at. Okay, we've cleared out the nukes. We've released Bengal. Right. Okay, so all we need to do here is she is going to set policy in China.
Time to make our move.
Okay, we haven't had the coup piece go off yet. Got it, got it. All right, go. Also, hang on, we should probably check that. Yeah, you can see the difference in performance here, though. There definitely is a noticeable little slowdown. Okay, we did not do this little piece. Okay, so I would like to build the mine in space. And then we want a second solar collector there in space. Okay. And then we want to zoom out. New Old Hope. Just double check that you're cool. You're cool. Go.
I will help them.
Axe's Revenge is up and running. I should remember, another thing I should probably be in the habit of, because I don't normally do a lot of save and load stuff. I probably should save before we do those policy things, because we've gotten burned by that several times. Okay, strategic deception, and then we were just zipping through those two. Okay, we're basically caught up now. We just need these two. Done. Go. Out of curiosity, anyone else who's been playing the 1.0, how far have you gotten in your 1.0 games? I have not been playing outside of stream, so, you know, what you see is what you get. Okay, we did want to T2 that. Okay, there is our fission platform. There's our fission outpost. You're at 2036. Did you start in 2022 or 2026?
Long live the revolution.
Order is returning.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, there's the coup. It happened the same way. That's going to be based on public opinion. All right, here, I don't want it, but you can't have it. And then we were going to try to just take the executive. We'll see if we can do that. Prefer the original 2022. Me too. Okay, so this is from the Chinese side. And I'm going to make a save. China check. Our old crab in a bucket. I'm not allowed to click save on that. Are we too close to a save? Awkward. Very awkward. All right, we will seek peace. Okay, so on this one, this is different. So this is a different war. Well, no, this is the same war, but we're appealing to somebody else. Or is this a separate war? All right, well, let's go about clearing some of these out either way. Propose ending our war with Russia and India. Yeah, that's the one I thought. National policy complete. Our nation, China, has no formal defense treaty with the government in Russia, and the leaders are demanding we remove our forces stationed in the region. That's fine. Depart. Okay, did we get what we wanted? No. That also didn't do it to us. So, I don't know. From either side, I did not get the territory that I have a claim on and we controlled. So, I'm gonna just let that go for now, but I don't know why that didn't work like that. I guess we would have had to conquer the entire country, but that would have literally been years of a land war. So I don't know over here. Somaliland and Somalia have merged.
Score one. For the
Yeah, this is definitely an area that the game is very weak on. I should not be this confused about why this mechanic isn't working. We tried it from literally both angles and neither one worked how we guessed it worked. Okay, we are researching Defense League, Freedom Fighters. This needs to be an alien tech, is what this should be. Okay, this is one that they kept whining about. We're not really having problems with them at the moment, though. That would be useful. Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of... Let's just grab this low-hanging fruit of the 5K ECMs. I think you have to have occupy the claims and the capital, not 100% of the locations. Okay, I guess that would be slightly less painful, but my point remains. Yeah, so this claim is almost a dud, frankly. It's weird that when we controlled both, we can't just make that happen, because that's usually how diplomacy works in this game. All right, we are fully out of India now at this point. We are fully out of India at this point. Okay, they're gonna take the lead. Are you? Army under control. Oh boy, I am feeling the chug after that reload, I will say. You need to occupy the capital as well. You know what? That's annoying me enough. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna say my apologies here. Do we still have that save? It's you. I'm not sure. Okay, these times are not matching my local computer time either. Let's see if that is. That's really annoying me. You can do it peacefully if you want. Okay, am I just totally blind and I didn't see the proper button there, Aaron? Because I thought I looked through that pretty closely. Because we have the claim already. We've had that since the beginning of the game, before we did any shenanigans. We controlled the actual territory. We did not militarily control the capital. We controlled both nations. And we tried the action from both sides. There's a demand claim button that was grayed out on China's set national policy. Okay, let's get in there and see what it's grayed out for. I am really surprised by how long these load screens take. I'm on an SSD and everything, so it's definitely got to be a memory leak, because my initial loads are also not this long. I probably shouldn't even do reloads. We probably should quit the game and reload it when I come back in. I don't know how much you guys see, but it feels really sluggish after we did that reload. Might need to be allies. That doesn't make a lot of sense with the way claims should work, at least in my mind. All right, where are we at on this turn?
Where do you need me?
Where did this save? Am I gonna be like super duper cranky here? I am gonna be super duper cranky here. Okay, I am gonna do that. Like, that's just annoying the heck out of me. How far back would I have to go? We'd have to go back a ways though, because it didn't want to let me do a save. Grumble, grumble. Yeah, I have an NVMe. Yep. Still takes 2 to 3 minutes to load. Yeah, mine's not that bad, but it definitely is noticeable. Okay, I think we are like 10 minutes before I was planning on ending. I think I am gonna do that. so I'm gonna have to load in from a little bit earlier save. Nothing's gonna change, I can almost guarantee you, but I have to go through several turns motion. Should I just do it here on stream, or should we just call it and I just blitz through that on my own? So I'm gonna need to load the 832 save, which is gonna be like 2 turns back, which is gonna make me very grumpy. Either way, I'm not gonna do it from here. I'm gonna quit out and reload because I'm not gonna play through that lagginess. I don't know, does anyone have a strong opinion on that? Could have done the save? Maybe. Again, if that's the way their save works, that's really stupid. You should not have to fiddle with numbers to make a new save. I should just be able to save if I want to save. I'm waiting for Steam. There we go. All right, we'll be back in here in a second. Do it on stream? All right. In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm there, Eric. Downside to doing complicated strategy things live, I suppose. Okay, now wait a minute. I swear that time changed. I swear that time changed. Okay, I'm not gonna fiddle with it. I know this is the decent one, so go. We have been able to resave the China check. Yep. And every time when I end stream, I always just save over my same initiative stream save file. Yeah, see how much faster this loads on the initial load in? I mean, it's still a little bit on the slow side, but that's definitely faster. It's like it doesn't clear out my RAM or something. Although, I'm not having problems with OBS, so I don't know. Something was selected that shouldn't have been. Okay, now here I'm going to be a little bit confused because I'm not going to know where we're at. Mercury, what are you doing? Okay, so here we need to drop the mine. We need to drop the solar collector. And then give me the Mercury locations, give me the slice. It's up and running. Okay. And we check these. Okay, we're maybe not that far back. Okay, I don't care about any of that. Take me to Earth. Yeah, this is so much zippier. Even when we've been playing, as the stream goes on, I do start noticing a slowdown, which is obviously cleared by a reload. You've noticed weird, Ebola says, I noticed weird behavior on the save menu. Like sometimes it looks like you have a save file selected, but you have to click it again to be able to do anything. Yeah, it seems like there's just a little bit of UI wonkiness there. It's not miserable, but like not being able to save when I wanted to save, that's pretty annoying. Okay, so where are we at turn-wise? Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay, Elliot, have we disarmed the nukes? Yes, we just did that. Have we released Bangladesh? No. I am gonna do that to them, I think. So I'm gonna let that play through. J-Rob, clear this out. Poor J-Rob's here. He's stuck in Groundhog Day. Decent movie. Still to this day, I would say. The UI is exactly reliable enough to make the times when it isn't annoying. Yeah, I agree. It's the same with this Diplo stuff. Like, 90% of the time it does what I expect, and then that 10% I'm just like, this makes absolutely no logical sense to me. Alright, Mr. Groundhog. That one first. I guess this isn't too bad. We didn't lose that much. 10 minutes of stream, maybe. This will annoy the heck out of me, and we're probably not going to have an opportunity to go to war with India again. Knock on wood. Okay, I do need to take you and upgrade that. Did we also... Am I able to upgrade you? Let's upgrade you too. Did we unlock a different one here? Okay, we'll set that as a favorite. We must have unlocked a percentage one we didn't unlock in the last one. So there is a minor change that we did have from where we were before. Okay, give me the other one.
Violence is abating.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Yeah, we're zipping through that nice and quick.
Policy direction complete.
Okay, grant independence. Oh, maybe we already did do that. Oh, I did. Okay, I did. I clicked on the wrong chunk. All right, well, I guess we're gonna just lop off another one. What's another big area to chunk off of them? That should be in the northwest. That might be able to be taken by resistance. These are owned by... Maybe can I just cut them out by taking one of these? I'm gonna find out. Can I just cut you out?
Target destroyed.
No. Okay, that didn't just cut them out of here. Rats. That would have been pretty funny. Okay, fission platform, yes. And then I went with the ECM here. Yes. Yeah, we're losing our India side. That's actually not good because we didn't have time to do what we needed to do there. And somebody just had a space flight that I didn't okay not being able to see that fight. Okay, that's rather annoying. Because I do want to be in charge of both sides of this. Alright.
Where to?
Alright. Come over here. Give me some crackdown.
Targeting the center of power.
Alright, blaster, take a break. Come over here. Man, that's really annoying. I wasn't annoyed till now. Now I'm really annoyed.
Ready for orders.
And do your best to get a purge off on that.
Removing our enemies.
Where do you need me?
And Riley, you know what? I'm gonna have Riley do this. I still want to see what it says, so
On my way to the capital.
wasted action somewhat, but whatever. Okay. And who am I missing? Nobody. Go. Plasma tornadoes. Plasma tornadoes ravage the surface of Mercury. The atmosphere of Mercury has been something of a mystery. The planet's low gravity should not be able to contain even an atmosphere this thin, and yet it does. Not only that, but the atmosphere has been inconsistent, appearing and disappearing in different spots all over the planet. The answer appears to be plasma tornadoes, or as our science division is teamed to correct us, magnetic flux transfer events, which can cover more than a third of the planet's surface. These occur when the plasma of the solar wind drives into the weak magnetic field around Mercury. Unlike that of Earth, Mercury's magnetic field is not strong enough to be able to deflect the solar wind. Instead, the magnetic field twists together, grow, and magnetic tornadoes are born. A gap in the magnetic field open, solar plasma strikes directly on the planet's surface, throwing up atomic debris which prevented from flying off entirely by Mercury's gravity. Thus, Mercury's atmosphere is constantly replenished. Our base gives us a unique opportunity to observe the phenomenon, and small study is already underway. We can observe it for some research. If we were the Academy, we could do more. That finished off Freedom Fighters for me. Okay, okay, we got a lot of stuff we want. We were talking about a new engine. A fusion engine, but I don't know what that would look like here. I guess we would be looking through... Does it tell me what you need? Free science is free science? It is. That's the second what, Gray? Okay, research campus. This is actually something we're gonna want. This is the extra science stuff. So it is no bonuses, it's just a straight 60 science. Only allowed in the earthly oceans or above a world with 10,000 population. So these are going to go probably on the moon. You don't have any drives like that unlocked yet. Okay. Are any of my current drives that I have open prereqs for doing one of those, or can I obsolete the current ones? I do kind of want that. Lasers. I'm just gonna finish this off, I think. The fusion drives are totally independent. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna obsolete these. That will clean this up nicely. We can always look at ones we've obsoleted later if we have to. Oh no, not the cavity drive. Sigh. Okay, yeah, boy, that is already way more readable. Okay, they're gonna take the lead from me, are they?
Offering support.
Go to the tech tree and look up. Next time we have a tech, we will. That was not what I should have done. Okay, hang on. Let me go fix that. India 16, you need to merge into Celestial. Okay, I mean, it is a number of ships that we do own. Are we gonna actually be able to do much? Maybe? Maybe we will? Okay, that's not what I want. Here's what I want. Ship construction. Okay, we're sitting idle at the moment. I think we're just gonna make some droogs here. We're gonna go until we fill up one battle worth, which I assume is that screen worth. And then we'll stop building these and we'll wait for next gen stuff, I think. I want to be able to fight back at least once if we have to for something here. Or if we see a target of opportunity like a army landing transport or something. Some of them may die, but it's a sacrifice Babel is willing to make to increase profits for the quarter. Oh my gosh, are we doing this? May want to do the bridge. Are there any that are going to apply to where we're at? Or are all those ones elsewhere? Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Because I could totally be down for that. I might do that off stream though. But yeah, we have like Bering Strait. Probably not going to be building that. The Soya Strait. Probably not going to be building that. They could definitely make these a little more friendly by highlighting them on the map or having a little graphic here that shows you exactly what you need to own to build those. Strait of Gibraltar? Probably not. Strait. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Wakhan Corridor. Pass. Yeah, those are really, really cluttery. Okay, there we go.
Death to tyrants.
Public campaign mission success. Man, that is so annoying that they took that on this load. We're gonna have to retake this if we want to be able to do our shenanigans. Okay, Slice has stuff finishing. Okay, we have extra power. We do have the space dock. Okay, let me hold New Hope. Repair and refuel. Why do you not have the ability to do that currently? Okay, so you have used your 2 kits up. Set home base is slice. Dock first. Am I not docked? I guess I'm not. Okay, transfer. Okay. Yeah.
Mission complete.
Okay, so we have demand claim. Request a nation that's not at war. Transfer a non-capital, non-hostile region with a claim on it to this nation. The nation cannot be on a cooldown to improve relations. This will end any rivalry between two nations and trigger a cooldown for the two nations to improve their relations again. Requires both nations have consolidated executive control. Okay, so I guess we just need to be at peace. We can't take a piece of war score out in a peace agreement. Not remotely how I would have expected that to work. If we didn't have a claim, I would have believed that. But the fact that we have a claim, it seems weird that I have to get my claim by not going to war. Okay, but we know what we need to do. Okay. Actually, you know what? We can cancel the other one, though. What about this war? We'll lose a little bit of cohesion. I mean, I'm not interested in that war in the slightest. Yeah. Let's see if they'll take that. Yeah, they will. You undocked when you scanned Mercury. I did, yeah. Okay. Super duper annoying that we're gonna have to retake control of India. But it is what it is. Oh, they're doing terror missions in India. They certainly seem to be walking their way across the nation towards me. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, so New Old Hope is repaired. Yeah, I guess take me there. Are we doing it, game? We not taking me there, okay? All right. Time out. One of these New Old Hope. Okay, so we would want to fly around in space, apparently. Undock, yes. All right, now we would want to found platform or found outpost. Let's get the outpost down first. There's plenty of platform space. Okay, decision time. So we talked about Alvar Crater. Little bit of water, some volatiles, the most metal, and a decent chunk of nobles. I think you're in. Manage it. Okay, mining outpost, yes. Second solar, yes. Okay, then I'm just debating if I want to build this now or not. I think I want at least one here. Low Mercury orbit, manage. Okay, kind of the same thing here. I want a second solar. Solar. Build. I don't want the construction module on this one. Okay, so 2 solars are going in. We're building the main core. I am going to want at least one piece of PD at these. And I will give this one right away if I can. Point defense array. And then I think this is going to be mission control if I'm allowed to build that here. You are the... I don't think... Do we not research that? Or maybe that's a tier 2. That's a tier 2 module. Okay. I don't know how much power those use off the top of my head. I guess I'm just gonna let that build, then we'll find out. Okay, then transfer here. Do it. All right, that's gonna be enough for now, or maybe we'll take the other points we want on the planet. We can have a bajillion more mines. The question is, do we care? Metal is not really my problem. We have plenty of metal coming in. I mean, this one, maybe we'll take one more. We'll take this one. A little bit of volatiles, okay metal. Got the highest nobles and some fissiles. Completes the transfer. Begins repairs. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna grab one more and then we'll call it for ground bases for here. All right, take me back to Earth. I'm sick and tired of having to stare at India. I am so ready to be out. This is our Vietnam, apparently. Oh my gosh, everyone's in here. Yeah. Take them all to build MC. Is it better to build the MC on the planet or an orbit wing? In my mind, the orbit has higher solar power, so it's easier to build more. I guess, again, we could give those to, like, the Resistance or something, who wouldn't be a terrible neighbor. You can only build one MC per base. Okay. Context needed. Thank you.
What's the up?
All right.
Tracking down.
I'm very frustrated with this and this stupid diplomacy at the end here.
Reporting
This has been a big point of frustration for that not working how I thought it was.
At your service.
And then of course in this reload the servants decide to go and do all this crap. So we're back into this garbage again.
We are taking power.
Okay, go. The old strat of spamming MC on Mercury is no longer valid. Sigh. All right, you undock, go. Okay, found outpost. All right, well, my next one I would want would be this one. Oh my goodness, it's literally everything popping up. Okay, we finished the engine tech there. Okay, I am noticing that this is going down pretty significantly. That wouldn't be terrible. Okay, dirt cheap. Our money is also going down, and we're gonna start losing a lot of money to keep these things up. Let's grab the residential module quick. It's super cheap. Okay, were you the actual side I wanted? No. I want this one. Yes, it is. Okay, yes. That is not what I want. I want my ship to do this. New Old Hope. Found outpost. Here. Do it. Yes. Okay. Now, we do not need... And I definitely don't want to leave the construction anywhere that we're going to sell. Because I don't want other people to be able to do what we're doing. So that's definitely going to be a change on that. Alright, give me a second solar. Give me the mine. Okay, and then that's going to be it for now. Okay, New Old Hope. Transfer. To slice. Go. Boy, that is really nice and quick, I will say that. Yep. Can you still spam Skunkworks and research modules? Yeah, that's going to be the plan. Independence for Siberia. All right, all right. Owen getting some work in there. Not the chunk we need. Actually is the chunk we need. Kinda, sorta. So we'll have a claim on this with Japan. All right, I do actually want to maintain control of that too, so I probably will go do a defend there. All right. Undock.
Public
Found
sentiment is
outposts.
increasingly with us.
I can do this without zooming over there. Okay, this almost has one fissile. It is the most volatiles that are left. Some decent nobles. Okay, Bocaricio, go. Manage it. Okay, cancel. Confirm. You get a solar. I probably should learn how to do the actual blueprinting thing, but whatever. And then you transfer to slice, go.
Targets got away.
Crackdown failure. Ooh. Okay, let me look at those numbers. Okay, and undock. Select. Outpost. Okay, we have 4 left. We are kind of eating up our mission control. You have a little bit of water, you have volatiles, you have a lot of metal. All right, adventure roops. I think I'm gonna stop here for a minute until we get things up and running. I am worried about how much mission control we're using. I still want to be able to build some ships. Okay. Construction module cancel, confirm. Mining outpost, go. I don't know why I always struggle to find the solar for some reason, and I don't know why. It's always in the same place. Check your mind. Oh, we're definitely under it. We have like 26. We've only dropped like 4 here. So we have like 10 more. Oh, freak. Are you saying just spam it out just because we have the free points? Okay, transfer, slice. I guess there is something to be said about just doing this rapid fire while I'm already annoyed. Remaining repairs. Wait, the United Kingdom under Exodus has declared war on the Southeast Asian Alliance. What are you doing, Project Exodus? All right. Okay. You need more resources. I guess that's true, and it's not like we're close to getting anything else at the moment. These are just such absolute garbo spots. Select it. Panic in China. Ooh, no. We will calm the public on that one. Time out. Founder outpost. Okay, the fissiles, I guess, next. Do it. Manage it. Cancel. Okay, I'm gonna totally find the solar thing on my first try. There it is. Look at that. You can teach a new dog or an old dog new tricks. Transfer. Slide. I wish I could automate this a little bit better. I guess it's kind of a rare situation for this. No idea why they don't have the Navy to move the troops. If Project Exodus is involved, then America should be involved, and they will have the Navy. Aliens suffer -3 on terrorized missions. I might need to do that. Also, a new faction org. Now, let's favorite that one. Those terror missions are getting mighty close.
Able to take control.
All right, select the ship, undock, found. All right, we only need to do it one more time. Manage it, cancel it, build the mine, get the solar array, dock, initiative fleet transfer. At least that's relatively quick. Okay. Armies need orders. All right, I want Riley.
At your service.
Throw a defend up in here for now.
Protecting our interests.
Ready.
Okay. What is going on here? Are we really being this stupid? I already pulled the piece of Russia off I want. I guess we're gonna start cooing India again.
It's
Okay.
time to bring it
I didn't want to
down.
do this.
Reporting in.
You made me do this.
Ready
Okay,
for
hold on,
orders.
that was not coup. Coup.
Subverting the government.
You are definitely going to be
orders?
subverting the government. Yep.
Your orders?
Okay, we got this idiot here. All right, you boy there. Go. I probably should do a little army management here. You. Okay, let's path all armies home. Yeah. And then are you still going there? No. Please go there. Okay. Servants are reuniting India. Yeah, that looks like that's what they're working on. I am super annoyed by this. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. The fact that that didn't work like the first 3 ways we came up with for how that should work says that that
Headed
definitely
there
needs
now.
some better explanation.
Standing by for orders.
Okay, well, if we're cooing this, you should start increasing unrest.
The people demand justice.
They do demand justice. Okay, our ECM modules are up and running. I do think I'm going to grab that anti-terror mission, because those are getting closer and closer to our borders. Okay, last one. Undock, go. New old hope launched. We want to select, found the last one. Go. Manage it. Cancel it. Mine it. Solar it. Okay. We have completely conquered Mercury. I at least can say that we got that accomplished tonight. All right, go back to slice, transfer, and you can just chill. I think we're gonna refuel and maybe, I guess we're just gonna stay there and be a 5% science bonus, I guess. Okay, hab module complete. Okay, time, oh my goodness, time out. Residential module. Okay, reconnaissance array. This is the tier 2 listening post. You know what? Let's get that. I was pretty intent on finishing up all the new labs. Okay. If we need to go conquer their capital. Executive point. What is their current capital? Have I fiddled with this so much that we've moved things around? Should be New Delhi. I guess it's here. Okay. Are we all fueled up? Okay, you're gonna go fight that army. You go here. That can't be their capital. Jennifer. Okay, I think I'm burned out tonight, guys. What is your capital? India control point 1. Under control of them. It's where J-Rob was. It's here. Oh, New Dawn. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting fried tonight. Okay. Move here. We're gonna try. In fact, I'm even so desperate. I'm gonna deploy the Koreans. We're sending alien hunters. Make some army supporting like K-pop songs. All right, we're gonna try to end this war with kinetic force. I tried to do it subtly. You guys can't say I didn't.
Securing our interests.
Okay, and you're just gonna stay there for now. If I want more satellites, we can just build them. What are we up to? Yeah, we're already half an hour over where I said I was gonna stop. Okay, that's totally fine, and I don't want that territory. Okay, let's throw you in I don't want it, you can't have it. And I will abandon that. Well, hopefully that'll get the servants to take it, and then the resistance can take it off of them.
The government is in better hands now.
It definitely is in better hands.
Long live the revolution!
Okay, now, if I take their armies and just move them out of the way, go fight the kaiju. That'd be a good use for you. Go there. Okay, I have all but 1 point. Hold on, it's between turns. You go there. Go. Can I move you? I can't. Go fight this. At least now, every time they come and retake this, I can just come over here and re-break it apart by running unrest missions. Still rather annoying, but it's probably better than it was.
Recon complete.
Lost the security apparatus. Don't love that. Man, that is so annoying. Oh, I wonder, they probably have a couple people who have like maximum, but I don't think it's even their people. I think it's the aliens have so many control missions done here. Okay, did we just get knocked out of Russia? Is that what that was? No. Okay, you move here, fight alien. You move here, fight alien. Okay, blaster. Control that.
Establishing our presence.
Mo.
Reporting in.
I don't even know. Oh, there was an alien thing going on there. Right. Okay, Mo. Crack here. Okay, I need this to go off, please.
Turning up the heat.
J-Rob. Purge.
Ready to go.
Assuming that she gets that, that'll be an easy mission.
Position.
Ready for my
Owen,
mission.
I'm actually gonna have you. I guess just clear some of this
Heading to the
garbage.
NZ.
Riley, run the defend.
Making things safe for our people.
Mo got 53 XP. I guess we could run a quick one here. Okay, we're still getting admin on Riley. Okay, a cheapo space mining one. You know what? Sure. I can always sell that later. Get some more admin. Blaster. I think we're gonna get some more espionage here. Blaster is just so specialized. Okay, Mo. Okay, you actually could do some cybernetics still too. You don't really need any of these. You really don't need any of these. Okay, your security is 18. Let's get some persuasion. Owen, we were working on your espionage. J-Rob, 39. We were doing command on him. Hey, Abby, how's it going, man? All right, please just let me take control of this and stop fighting for a while. Okay, we're getting all kinds of things up and running here. Okay, so I want the mission control building, operation systems. Tier 2 module, 200 crew. Okay. WAP. A facility staffed around the clock to manage our space assets. You can may only have one of this type of module. There we go. Everybody go to bed. Oh no. I'm at work. I can't go to bed for 7 hours. Challenge accepted. Okay, so we want that. Okay, next we want a farm right away. Okay. That's most of our current power. Why? I didn't cancel your construction module, apparently. We'll just build over you, I guess. Okay. Solar panel. Upgrade. Yes. Yeah, I'm only going to do one at a time so that we can power the mine. Okay, still building. Okay, solar, you. Upgrade. No. Yeah, apparently I didn't cancel these. I thought I had. Okay, you're not the place I care about. Apparently these didn't cancel. I thought these did. I really honestly did. Okay, none of these other ones are done yet. No, the backup was at Tolkien. Okay, keep going.
Securing our control.
I am gonna have to call it here though. We are so over where I should be playing. I wanted to get this stupid thing done, so we didn't have to think about this next time, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. The servants had to make it more awkward.
They slipped away from us.
Our attempts to neutralize the servants failed. Yeah, rapid response team. Aliens suffer a -3 on Terra missions against our control points. We have a new organization, Neos Defense Services. Okay, we'll check that out. Okay, this is another one that lowers how much they hate us. So I'm gonna grab that one. No, there's a whole bunch coming online here. I don't think I've got the bandwidth though. I think we're gonna do out this turn and then I'm gonna have to call it. I'm getting sloppy here, and combined with my annoyance over this. We'll be back on Wednesday and we'll continue chipping away at it. I do want to finish out the turn though. Nation has no open control points. Oh, you are so annoying. Yeah, I'm definitely annoyed by that mechanic. I don't understand how you can occupy an area, the loser sues for peace, and they don't have to give up the piece of occupied territory. Need to play some more Crusader Kings, devs. Enemies are planning. They sure are. Army under servant control. Okay, let's plan out this and then we will call it there. So Blaster. Back to propaganda, I suppose, here.
We'll make our appeal.
Mo.
Standing by.
You are really struggling on this. Do they have a security apparatus? Yep, they sure do. All right, we'll send a big send.
Pressure on their people.
Owen.
Ready to go.
Detain that guy.
We'll bring
Oh,
them
hang
in.
on. That was
Ready
not
for
good enough
my
stats. Yeah, detain him,
Bring
please.
them in.
Standing by.
Riley. I guess we'll do public campaign.
We
Her
must
stats just are
persuade
still
the
not
people.
quite there yet. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make our save here. So hopefully it's going to let me make my save. Stream initiative, save. I am allowed to do that one. Okay, so next time, do not let me forget. No either. We need to either go to peace, and then they can just give me the claim, apparently, or we need to take the capital, which is probably what we're going to end up having to do, based on servants getting in here and being stupid. But I will not skip out on sleep yet. Okay, so sorry for the annoyance there at the end. It is what it is. We will power through it. Getting our Mercury stuff up and running here is going to be pretty big, because every single one of those Mercury bases is going to give us 4 more mission control. So while we used up a whole chunk, we're going to get I guess a refund pretty quick on that. So 8 times 4, that's going to be 32 more mission control that'll be right back. I'm going to fill out the rest of the current fleet with droogs, but those are definitely not what we need. We need to start building ships that can fly and fight, at least out to Mars, I would say. At least. And preferably, we really need to be looking at getting to Jupiter, which would mean we'd have all of this that we could then start dealing with. Get those aliens out, get those servants out. Alien stuff here, such and such. We also are getting really close to Pacific Defense League. I'm sure somebody will come and mess with me, but if they don't, we can nab up this one pretty easily, hopefully. And then we'll just be able to yoink that in here, which apparently is going to grab that with it. So weirdly enough. So that'll be another one. And then we'll have these claims that then we'll have other things to work on too, which I'm sure are probably all going to be held by friendly forces, because that's just how this game's apparently going to go. But it is what it is. We will continue working on Mega China here, and hopefully, let's be realistic. We won't be launching any new ship series next time, but we'll work towards that next time. So if you enjoyed it, as always, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. That helps me a ton. If you're not currently a subscriber, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have your help here on stream, apparently, and see you in the comments. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super chat. You can leave a super thanks on a VOD. You could check out the Patreon linked in the channel info, or become a member here on YouTube. That support is greatly appreciated. I hope you guys have a good evening. Plan is I will be back on Wednesday evening, same time, and we will continue on. And then, barring anything happening, Friday for a long stream. And I'm looking to chunk away at this. I want to get progress. It'd be great if, like, by Sunday we could be on Jupiter. We'll see if that happens or not, but that would be a nice little goal for me. All right, guys, I'm going to play us out here with an ad, and I will catch you in the next one. Babble out.